Hey guys, good morning. This thing is still acting up. I don't understand this. Hold on, let me see what this background screen thing is going on here. Hold on, guys. Just bear with me a minute. Trying to figure out why this background screen thing is having me choppy like this. It wasn't choppy this morning. Hey, perfect. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Let me put some more lighting on this joint here. Maybe that's what it is. Because it sucks. I don't understand what. Okay, that's a little bit better, right, y'all? Let me go this way. Hold on. Is that better? I don't know what's going on with this thing here. It's really choppy and it's like I don't know. And do you believe I'm paying for this service? I need to call these people to find out what's going on. But anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you guys. I put my topic as let's have a serious talk. Guys, tomorrow is Robert's hearing, and we need to have a serious talk in regards to him, to what's going on with him. I do have a special guest that's going to come on. I'm just waiting for him to click the link so he can come on, so we can have this discussion because, sorry, I'm just trying to get this thing together here. Let's close this out. Hold on, let's close this out. Let me say good morning to the people that's in the chat here. Let me go up. Let me just make sure. I'm going to mute for a second. I'm just going to make sure if he got the link and if he's okay with, with the link here. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure he got the link. Let's see. Okay, I just want to make sure that let me say good morning to everybody in the chat while I wait for my guests. Okay, let's see. Hi, Perfect Reptile. I know I spoke with you, Perfect Sean Reptile. Okay, sorry, I just got a message. Okay, good morning, Rhoda. Good morning, Sherby. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Olga. Good morning, Nakia. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Sweet Tooth. Good morning, Kay Nicole. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Okay, my guest is here. Hold on a second. Guys, some of you guys may have not known. Okay, let me say good morning. Hold on, guest. 1 second. I'll let you in a minute. Good morning, Champel. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, Due Process for Kels. Good morning, Heal the Land. Good morning, Carmen. Good morning, Dottie. Good morning, Latanya. Good morning, Miss Fat. I think I say everybody. If I forgot your name, please forgive me. I'm just trying to get things settled. And Gucci's coming in also. Okay. Without further ado, hey, good morning, Demetria. Without further ado, I have a special guest that's coming on. Some of you guys may know that I played his recording a couple of days ago in regard to some things that he's doing in regards to Robert. On the 27th, he is having a Facebook Live, which I'm also going to show here. And this man has been he's been everywhere because God has placed him in a calling on Robert, and a lot of things has happened. Hey, good morning, Bora Bora. Oh, I'm glad to see you, Bora Bora. You and I have to talk for a second because I have to when we get off, I'll call you, okay? Hey, Tanya. Okay, I'm gonna bring. Oh, he just left. Hold on, let me see if he's gonna come back in again because I took so long. Hold on a second. I wanted to make an introduction. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there he is. Okay. Without further ado, we have Mr. Terry Robertson. He is he goes by the name of Rated the Hustler. Hold on. Hey, sir, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, doing fine. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. Let's do that.
Terrific Tuesday. I like that.
Exactly. There's like a little echo on your side. I don't know where it's coming from. You know, I'm an old person. Yeah, you know what it is? You're probably on my YouTube. Turn the YouTube down and then just stick to this.
Okay.
Okay.
What about now? Is that good?
Much better. Much better. I don't hear it now.
Okay.
I wanted to introduce everyone to you. Terry Robinson. Terry has been going hard on Facebook in regards to Robert case and his situation. Terry, let everyone know a little bit about yourself, why you're here, what I mean, why? Just why? Your big why?
Basically, just for starters, you know, I am a fan of R. Kelly's music, have been a fan for, you know, the beginning of his career. But outside of that, you know, I think it's really unique how I got this situation really kind of came back to me. I was acquiring Mr. Kelly for some business last year before everything that's going on with him now happened. I wanted to do an event last summer, and of course, when that happened,
I need to ask you one question. A lot of people don't know who you are, but as far as the capacity of the industry, who are you? What is your background as far?
I'm a recording artist. I'm a recording artist. You know, I've never had any big breaks, but I've been around in the entertainment industry for a while. Something that's really, you know, a part of my family. Some people in my family don't even know, but you know, I've been a recording artist ever since I was like 15 years old. So, you know, I've done a lot, you know, opening up for, you know, big name top 10 artists, everything independent. So, you know, I never, you know, been with any major labels or anything like that. Everything's pretty much been independent. So, you know, that's my connection to the industry as being a recording artist.
Okay. Let me just be honest with you. Some people are feeling that what is he here for? I mean, you're like Johnny Come Lately to them. You understand what I'm saying? Johnny Come Lately. Why is he trying to be the face of this movement for R. Kelly? Why is he here?
I think it's biblical reasons. I don't necessarily place myself as deep as everybody else, but you know, God has given me the spiritual knowledge and the spiritual tools to kind of dissect, what's going on. Like I said, it wasn't my place to even really revisit this situation until I do a segment called Clash and 10 Superfan Series, and basically we celebrate artists, and it wasn't until this particular situation got really brought back up into my world again, after seeing Jen and Lindsay's interview with Tasha K, and just really, I was trying to step away from the R. Kelly situation, but it just kept resurfacing. And the more information and the more I started to, just really dissect things, not as much as you guys have, but, just looking at, just knowing there's something wrong. Something is wrong with his situation. I think it's way deeper than these females. And that's something that I can definitely identify to as a recording artist. I think a lot of people in the public has this perception that recording artists or entertainers really got that type of time to be doing. Now, don't get me wrong, some may have that type of time. But when you're trying to, make ends meet, and you're trying to, take care of your responsibilities and on top of a lifestyle, as an artist, as a recording artist, one of the biggest things is having that creative juice. And a lot of the things that's been put out there in the public is not making any sense. Because, with me being a recording artist, I know I need that creative space to look at R. Kelly's situation and the type of artist he is. I just find it highly unbelievable on certain situations that, all this was going on, because something's going to stall creative space,
Okay.
and he's a very creative person.
Yeah. Okay. I got two more questions. More questions, but two right now. One is, where are you from? And also, are you in this for you to get some sort of notoriety, some sort of gain of like, okay, to pursue your position and like latching on to R. Kelly to make your brand bigger? Is
No,
that purpose or?
no, I don't look at anything like that. The situation is far more deeper than me. I'm just a voice. I'm something that can basically help people understand, something that has happened to our culture, something that has happened to our race. And I see it from day to day, from people that I deal with, even when it comes down to the R. Kelly subject. Like, it's a lot of people that is uneasy with this situation. So, I think it's not about who's the voice. I think it's about the right voice, to make things make sense, because it's a lot of things going on with his situation that people are dancing around. And, for years we've been we've been on this journey of, this psychological journey of whether or not, we should believe this, what we should believe that. And it's really tore our Black race apart to the point where we're attacking one another. We're doing all of this. And let me tell you something. My brand is my brand. I'm not worrying about attaching, anything to that. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who is already doing that, and I've already peeped that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing. You know what I'm saying? With R. Kelly or without R. Kelly. So that does not have anything to do with me. I'm not gonna be nothing like what I see some of these, ones who say that they are alleged. Like, I'm watching from people. I've been peeping from the outside and seeing what they're doing. They got businesses and all that. So my whole thing is like, who's really trying to, clout chase and attach R. Kelly's brand to what they got going on. If anything, we want to try to celebrate his music, celebrate, what he has brought to the culture. That's the only thing I could do. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, nah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve me a purpose to do that.
Okay. what are you bringing to the table? It's like I'm interviewing you type of thing, right? What are you bringing to the table? What are you gonna do at make what's different from what has been done? I mean, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I've been speaking to a lot of people who are in the industry lately, and a lot of people have rejected to come in on my channel because the channel represents the stance for R. Kelly. Even though they love him, they want to stand with him, but not all artists want to come into this domain of saying, I am here to represent R. Kelly, because that is going to mess up their brand, their moneymaker. Right. So they tell me, hey, Sylvia, I can help you with little things behind the scene, but as far as me coming out, I can't do it. I would love to do it, but I can't. But I love him. He's a genius and he's a awesome person, but I can't do it. And then another side of them is telling me that, we know what's going on, but a lot of people played a part of it. A lot of people who are big name was part of what he's being accused of.
Right.
And so they don't want to open up that can of worms. So
Sylvia, I'm just keeping it real with you. It's too late for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's too late for that. So, when you have covered whatever it is that you've been covering for so long, what's the old saying? What's done in the dark gonna come to the light?
Yeah.
I am a child of God. And at the end of the day, no, I don't have to attach myself to this. But having a spiritual relationship as I have with God, and let me tell you, I think one of the biggest things that that's allowing me to step in this situation is just knowing the fact that me and these brothers share the same thing, and that's losing a mother.
Yeah.
Some people overlook stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
but when it comes down to bringing peace, when it comes down to bringing clarity, you have to make sure that your relationship with God is all the way tight, even when you walking amongst devils. And there's not there's nothing in my heart or my soul that lets me know that there's a lot that's at stake. There's a lot that's at play. There's other people that's involved. So what are you gonna do? How you gonna handle this? Are you gonna just turn away from it? Or you're going to really, address the issues and try to help, our brothers. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing about it is, this situation has been for years. And that's the biggest, I think that's the biggest hurdle on the public opinion side. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's about understanding certain movements. Like, we got the Black Lives Matter movement. We've seen a lot within this year. And one thing I've noticed about our race, we tend to be judgmental.
Yeah.
We tend to be judgmental. We tend to, really cater to what is being put out in the media instead of actually dissecting it and coming to some type of level of understanding. Now, and this is what I gotta say to the ones that's in the industry. At the end of the day, it's about accountability. There's no need to be turning your nose up. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Like, at the end of the day, look, it's a lot of speculation. No, there's no facts. This is me. This is me, all the way me. I'm about facts. I don't care about nobody's opinion. Mm-hmm. I can't worry about nobody's opinion about me. If you ain't got no facts, your opinion means nothing. And all these years, all we've been hearing is opinions, no facts. So, like, when it comes down to it, when you talk about a person's personal sickness or personal demons, this is what I want to say when it comes down to the industry vets and the industry's execs. If you knew this, then you failed him. Point blank. Regardless of if it's true or not. At the end of the day, whoever they're trying to formulate this particular situation around, whoever is aware of it, y'all failed whoever the true victim is. And at the end of the day, I just we just need things to be made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's a lot of people starting to retract their stories now. Then they just trying to keep a whole bunch of drama going. And it's like it's not making any sense. And what makes it so bad is what resonate with me when it comes down to R. Kelly situation. Right before all this, the documentary and all that, this dude just got robbed down in Atlanta. Took all this stuff. I'm trying to figure this out. Everybody needs you know what, Sylvia? R. Kelly's situation reminds me of going to the country. You got some elders or family members in the country, and it ain't no street lights. You just hoping that you don't hit no deer, no raccoons, no nothing. It's one of them situations you don't know what you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
And I feel like who is it really affecting the most? Because the way I see it, when I look at, like I said, it's not about putting anybody on blast. But at the end of the day, they got to be held accountable. They got to be held accountable. Gooch.
What's up, man?
What's going on? They got to be held accountable. It hurts my soul to click on IG and I can see one of the live-in girlfriends all got a body done. She's flaunting herself, and she's talking about she's not in the music, and now she's dropping an album. Like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my language. What is going on? Like, stop playing. Y'all playing with us. Because you know why? It's us. No other race. It's our race that's in behind closed doors having these conversations about whether or not this shit makes sense or not.
You're right.
What my purpose is, if my purpose is to help open the floodgates to this bull, then that's what it is. But the thing about it is, I don't even think I'm an important piece because they exposing their own self. I don't need to do anything. So when they see me on Facebook doing the promos, I look at it. I look at it like this. Y'all doing it for entertainment. I'm gonna do it for entertainment too.
Interesting.
Because you got our whole culture looking very ignorant. That's why it's easy for people to call us niggas. But we get offended when a white person or somebody from another race call us a nigga.
But we call ourselves that every day. Some of us do.
You know what I'm saying? That's It's just not right. It's just not right.
Yeah.
To be strung along like that, jerk with our feelings. And you got somebody who's in jail who can, first of all, again, let's just look at that's the only thing that I want to say that is desperately wrong about his situation. Him being incarcerated, and there's he hasn't been convicted. There's no trial date. People still going to court. What is going on? Stop playing. Y'all talking about he can't go to court because of COVID, but it's regular people going to court.
Hello. Yeah.
Not only that, but Harvey Weinstein, he had his trial, got sentenced, boom, out of there. Like, what's going on? Stop playing.
He was accused after R. Kelly, and one of the things the Constitution says, you're supposed to have speedy trial. There's no speedy trial going on.
Well, I know that wasn't going to go for him because they're going to let you know they still investigating. That speedy trial, that only go after they're done investigate you and you're just sitting in court, don't know a court date. But the problem with this whole case is there is no evidence. So they are trying to dig something up and they're using COVID as an excuse.
But I mean, don't say there's no evidence. They have evidence, but the evidence is not enough to do a conviction.
Right. That's why I said there is no evidence. The evidence they got ain't got nothing to convict Rob.
Yeah.
That's why I said there's no evidence, because you got to remember, when the FBI first looked into this case, they said we didn't want it because we didn't see any wrongdoing. That's why Kim Foxx went to Homeland Security, because Homeland Security now, when Donald Trump came in, have become the organization over man act and sex trafficking, because all Homeland Security used to do was deport people before, remember. So now they give them more work to do, because most Homeland Security guys are Border Patrol and Border Office. That's who they are.
Mhm.
So they're giving them stuff, and most of them, believe it or not, does not know how to investigate nothing, because they have never done this. All they are was just always process people to deport. Because I've been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people is like they got confident that this gonna just make them look so bad. That's why one
Gucci,
of the
I wanted to bring something up. Last night we were listening to Mr. Alan Dershowitz. Remember, he's one of the attorney that gave Epstein the sweetest deal that could ever happen, right? And he was recently accused of sexual having sex with a minor, right?
right,
And he said in his book and also on his website, he talked about how the disparity of Black men of being accused of something like this, most of the time, the Black man has the more higher rate of being convicted than the white man.
yep,
And he said one of the reason is because the unequal justice in the system. The system already has it written out already. It's a money game too, right? If you don't have enough, they're gonna try to drain you, bankrupt you. That's the biggest motive, is to bankrupt Robert Sylvester Kelly to the point where he can't even really defend himself.
And see that's what I'm trying to figure out too. Like, who are they really trying to target? Are they trying to target Robert Sylvester Kelly or R. Kelly the brand? Because we know R. Kelly is a business. See, that's the things. Those are the fine things that in between the things that they're not talking about, and they blinded. See, that's what they want to talk brainwash. See, I did not know that they signed apparently, I guess, a 3-4 season deal with Lifetime.
I did not know that.
Because why is another series of Survivor R. Kelly getting ready to air in January? I'm not understanding this. Why?
because
At the end of the day, this is the biggest problem that I have with this situation.
because you remember it's the first of the year. Number one, the first one came out January 2019 to start the year off, where everybody go, oh my God, R. Kelly's this, R. Kelly's that. So they are trying to start it off. And I even asked one of the lawyers this time that they need to go after Lifetime to stop it with the copyright French, because R. Kelly as a brand is a trademark name. And if you go look it up, a trademark name can only be used without permission to make the person look good. Anything to discredit you or thing, you got to get permission. And I keep telling all of them that. I send them stuff. I said, when it comes to this trademark, I know it like the back of my hand, because I've dealt with too many artists in my whole life and career that I helped get their trademark right. So
Can I? Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so that can be stopped, and they're looking into it, because they said they heard it about one coming, but they don't know where or when, because they look into it. And from what they said Lifetime claim they didn't have one coming out in January, which to me,
Well,
life, you know,
4 days ago, Geronda Pace posted on
what's up,
her
Tyson?
IG talking about she's walking away from it because basically some of them girls, whoever is on there, they not getting paid. And
Look here.
she got a whole lot. Gooch, I just sent it to you. So
Hey,
like, I'm not understanding why.
You remember what I told you? Sylvia, me and Terry been into a lot of stuff. We're gonna put something together, and everybody gonna be shocked with the stuff that me and Terry been. Eh, is like you remember Sylvia. I keep saying from day one that Sony wasn't R. Kelly's issue.
Mhm.
It's the people going to Sony. And Terry finally listened, and Terry went and found it and said, "Oh my God, Gucci." Yes, because you remember, Sylvia, what your cousin said on your live said, Sony is in the business to make money. They're not in the business to destroy nobody.
Mhm.
R. Kelly is the biggest money making black artist in
Yep.
history.
Yep.
They're not trying to, but they're going after what was promised to them by other people,
Mhm.
right? And I told Sylvia that because somebody high up in the music business that I talked to a lot told me that and said they're looking at the wrong thing. Don't worry about Sony. Sony will give Kelly his money or his master. He just got to go fight for it. But he was promised there was promised something by somebody way back, and that person didn't deliver their 100 mil, so they're going the best way to get it.
You know, speaking of some things, did you know, guys? I just recently, because I was doing some research in regards to Aaliyah, because they're bringing her up. Did you know Quincy Jones' daughter and Aaliyah had a business thing get ready to start right before she died?
Yep.
It's so much that
Hey, hey, tell
people
him,
don't
Terry.
know
It's so
that
much,
that
man.
needs to be known.
Hey, you know what, Terry? Let's talk later and let's tell Sylvia some of the stuff tonight on her live
Yeah,
that we found out.
yeah.
Okay.
So people can know. Sylvia, me and you and Terry are gonna talk of the year first, so you know.
Okay.
This is deep. When I
Oh,
mean
it's
deep,
deep. It's
and
definitely deep.
it got nothing to do with Rob. It got to do with the people around him. But because they get in trouble, they do this. What they doing? Pushing Rob to the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm gonna say, Terry, and I'm not gonna say much. The guy that got arrested for breaking in Rob's house is some
Don't.
connect. Is
Oh,
some connection.
I know about that one. You told me about that one.
Yes,
I
yes, baby. Yeah. And we're
um
gonna talk about it, and we're gonna let you be the one. No, we're looking into other things to put it. When Terry let everybody hear this, they're gonna be like, "What the? Oh
yeah.
yeah, Terry, it's too much." And the thing is, they are using these girls as the example for Rob. And let's be honest, none of these chicks was rape. None of these chick was abuse.
No, they weren't.
None of these chick was underage. Because remember, every one of them in each state was their age if they claimed there was. But my thing is, this is the thing I don't understand, especially with the one from Houston that says she was 19, but Rob give her STD. How you know that? You probably got that from somebody before, because you run around the music business trying to sleep with everybody. You
But
know?
listen to this. Those women, their mission was to sleep with R. Kelly, because it's like this was the biggest sexual icon that in that industry. So it's like
What you saying. I don't even mean to interrupt you on that, because
no,
again,
no.
those are things that I want to touch, because you know if you ain't got an agenda to be around somebody high caliber like that, then what is you around for?
Hello.
And then on top of that, um, it's just so much that factors in that. It's just so much that factors in it. Everybody that was a part of that surviving R. Kelly, like I said, I have a problem with it. All of them, y'all all over age. Y'all all, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it say. And I just found out another piece of information.
I know.
That's
Let's.
that's not sitting well with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
got to do with somebody in his circle that's actually a baby daddy to two of the females that was in the documentary series. I got a problem with that.
Oh
I got a
yeah,
problem with
Sylvia,
that.
baby. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why I told you. Me and Terry doing our homework, and oh, just watch. And but this the thing, Terry. I'm gonna say one thing, and this how you know this is all about money. All right. There was a live that you had Larry, Angelo, Levi, all them. And Angelo asked Levi a question. He said, everybody know that your cousins like young girl. Why didn't you get him help? Now you listen to that part. Why didn't y'all get him help? But wait, if you know all this, why did you take your daughter to his concert, then push your daughter on him? Why? Why? You see, I said that to one of the lawyers. Well, y'all gonna know because she's a female, and she laughed. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that shit up at trial because I want to know that question too. If you know you like young girls and you're asking somebody why didn't he get help, why would you send your daughter to somebody that like young girls and need help?"
Allegedly.
Right, right,
And
right.
like those are the things, like I said, that has attacked our race, that has us confused and has us judging this man as if he's really like that. Because if you got a parent that's pushing their kid on stage, you're a part of the problem.
You're part
But
of
you
the
want to know something?
problem.
When he come when he comes out of this situation, and I've told this to you, Gooch, so many times, he's got to have this. He's got to have the right support. Let me tell you something. Even if people believe that he has a sickness, that he has to have the right support around him. Point blank,
See,
he got to.
you see, this is the thing. And I told him this 10 years ago at one concert. I said, dude, I'm looking at a lot of stuff when I was outside backstage with your people. You're sitting in this dressing room by yourself. Ain't nobody standing at the door to make sure nobody coming to disturb you. I said, when me and Pop roll, when I roll with LL, all them people, this would never happen. Your people are more groupie than the groupies that's out there.
Mm.
Okay? Because I'm looking for him to pay him the rest of his money. And I'm like, where? So I just happened to walk in the room that was his dressing room. He's sitting in there eating crab legs because that's all he always want backstage. And I'm like, why is nobody at your door? Anybody? I said, man, look here, man. Take my word of advice. It's about time you get your new crew. And this what I'm saying to you. I'm not telling you to fire your homeboys or anything. But you remember one thing. Everybody that you hired have to play a role. Okay? Everybody got to play a role. And ain't nobody coming you're supposed to have around you that just want a free ride or want to see coochie and run go crazy.
Mhm.
And I gave him an example. I said when me and Pac had 19 people and everybody play a role. And every city we go, we used to have somebody that have no felony. And he was the only one was allowed to carry a gun because if they catch you with no felony, it's just a simple misdemeanor. Because most states you can't get a gun license. But he didn't have nobody around him that know their role. Everybody around him was just so fascinated by seeing girls they never seen before. And I'm like, dude, you ain't even got nobody at your door. Somebody can come in and rob you and leave out. Nobody wouldn't even know.
Right.
Nobody wouldn't even know. So
And see, those are the things that needs to be, because like I said, when it comes down to the public nature, and the reason why those opinions are formed, around somebody like a R. Kelly, is because no one really knows what goes on, at a concert. Some people think that it's all groupie love and all that. Sometimes it's not like that. It's not like that. I mean, like I told Goose, hell, I'm only on the stage for 15 minutes. Just imagine me doing something for 45 minutes to an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's a lot of
And you
work.
think I'm going backstage worrying about some coaching? No. I need to lay down. Like seriously, like, see, those are the things that the public can't resonate with because they've been sold a story for so long. Now this is the point where we at right now. They believe it. The first thing that comes to mind when it comes down to R. Kelly is Aaliyah, the marriage, then the sex tape, and now this surviving R. Kelly. And again, where is the paperwork?
hey, Hey, Terry, tell Sylvia, even on the Aaliyah stuff, we got the real scoop now.
We got the real scoop. We got the real scoop. And the thing about it is, it's messed up
It's
because
messed
we
up.
were made to hate this dude. I don't care what
Dude,
nobody say, because he had the fame to where
yeah.
others would love him regardless. But when it come down to our race, yeah, we was made to hate him.
Yeah.
We was
Hey,
made to hate
Tyson,
him.
I
I
didn't
mean,
see it
the
speak to
average
me,
person
Tyson.
might not want to believe that. Oh, he's just a sick one. And you know what I ask a person when they say that? How you know?
Were
How do
you
you know? They can't tell me nothing. I'm not defending nobody who is a part of anything like that. I'm not. But guess what? My family. You wanna know a motherfucking pedophile? Excuse my language. Somebody call the FBI, tell them come to me. I can send them to one right quick. Straight up. And I ain't even trying to be funny. But how can you label somebody like that and it ain't no evidence? All you saying is, oh, I heard he like, who the if this dude is always in the studio, how did he got time to go and look for girls? That doesn't even make sense. And again, I'm a recording artist. When I'm in my zone and I'm especially working on a project, I don't got time for that. That's the least thing that's on my mind. Yeah, girls might be around, but that's not what's on my mind. Like you can't look. That's what we're gonna talk about on 27. That's what we're gonna talk about on 27 because I feel like nobody wants to really touch it, and that's fine. That's fine. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let me tell you something, Goose. What I tell you, I had congestive heart failure earlier this year. I am a
right?
COVID-19 survivor. I got a pacemaker that I gotta have a surgery on next year. I ain't got nothing to lose. So when I see something that I recognize that don't make sense to me, we need to talk about it. 2020, we done lost all kinds of people, family members. We weren't able to be by their side. And you mean to tell me we supposed to just endorse this shit that we watching? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And I'll tell you right now, whatever we gotta do to boycott Lifetime or whoever, all these trollers, like I don't pay attention to them, and it's so many. Let me tell you something. Sylvia, I've been on your page, on your channel, and I see the content that you put on your stuff. Now the person y'all, both of y'all know who I'm talking about. I go on his channel. See, when a person ain't doing nothing but just posting random stuff and it ain't making sense, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. Guys.
Hey, you're saying it though, but you let them know, Terry. On the 27th, we're gonna.
We going.
Oh,
That's
it's
the reason
going
why.
in.
That's the reason why I know. People think that I'm crazy. I'm doing the WWE promos with the Hogan voice. Like I'm gonna keep doing it. Y'all doing it for entertainment. I'm gonna do it for entertainment. The
Entertainment.
difference is I ain't worrying about getting paid, but y'all getting paid and y'all living miserable.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
I enjoy what I'm doing.
Hey,
Real talk.
say.
And like I said, we got other things going. And 27, then we're gonna celebrate Tupac on New Year's Eve. That's how that's going.
That's right.
Like I'm
Yeah.
not because what I'm saying is as a race, we gotta do better.
Yes.
I was talking to someone yesterday. I think one of the biggest problems, and I think if we can really dissect this situation and really get to a point where people are ready to start healing, we need to start addressing the mental health crisis in our Black communities.
Amen.
Because those are the things that has been overlooked for so long, way before my time, maybe before your time. But we got the sources now to where we can really dissect what those mental health issues is. Because let me tell you something, and I'm going to bring this out on the 27th. I'll bring it out tonight. It's some female predators out here.
Ha! Tell it. Tell it. Tell it.
I'm being serious.
Tell it.
It's some. But see, you ain't gonna hear nothing about that.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm low class. I know I got ability to attract females and stuff like that. If it's somebody that really wants you, they're gonna go as far as possible. I know females personally that will stalk a guy. Ride around, past their house, beeping horns. That's what, ain't that considered a predator?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let me tell you something. Lifetime, all of them, they not fooling me. They not fooling me. And yes, I've watched it, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing. I don't condone that. And you know, y'all want to know why I'm going hard? Y'all want to know why I'm going hard? Because I ran into a set of them parents when I went to go visit my son. And they was trying to act like they was bums. And it didn't resonate to me until I went to my Airbnb and me and my sister pulled up the Survivor R. Kelly. I'm like, yo, we was just at the store with these bums. But they want to call themselves pastors and all that. Don't do that.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
Woo!
So yeah, I hope they remember me. They might not. But that's fine. They in a little country ass place in Georgia where they think nobody can find them. So at the end of the day, when I tell you that I am a child of God and that spirit resonates in me, in my soul, they not gonna play with me over here. Cause see, I'm born with no marks. You can't get nothing no purer than that. And what I'm saying is, like, I'm not saying I'm the perfect human or nothing like that. That is my mission, is to show people that we are all born of sin, and we all gotta ask for repentance and forgiveness, and that's how love is created. Ever since they have started this mute R. Kelly situation, first of all, it ain't no love in this music no more.
Yeah.
From hip hop, country, R&B, it ain't no love in it. It's not. It makes me not sometimes. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to do it no more. But I love music so much. I'm always gonna write, record, or whatever. But when you mute somebody who helped create life, yo, you
create a whole new generation.
Come on. Like, when you take that away from the situation and you see what's on the airwaves now, I don't let it penetrate my soul. So some of that stuff don't get no airplay to me. It's not.
Hey, music have become garbage. I mean, everybody's saying this shit. Husher said it. Jermaine Dupri said it. Everybody, it's garbage. There is, I was telling someone.
Hold on, Gucci, 1 second. We're not taking any calls right now. Please do not call. We're not taking any calls right now. Not until it's question and answers. After that, after we finish the conversation, take calls then. But there's somebody calling me, so I had to mute. But go ahead, Gucci, I'm sorry.
Terry, somebody asked me last week, right? Why do I think Lil Wayne sold his master to Universal for $100 million? I said, why not? Because 10 years, Lil Wayne masters ain't gonna worth shit. Because music ain't shit no more. And the new generation is not even gonna worry about Lil Wayne 10 years from now. Right. So might as well he sell it if he can get it. Another person that everybody is like, why did he sell his master? Bob Dylan sold his master to Universal for $300 million. Everybody's like, he could have get more for it. Why not? The thing is, all these people see the changing in music, so they taking the money and say, you know what? If I get $300 million now, shit. Bob Dylan is what, 79? Right. You're like, what the hell? I get $300 million. I don't give a shit about the master when I die. Right. People got to realize. But the difference between them and Kel's music gonna be around for generation. Rap masters, they're not. Right. Like right now. Look at the old school rappers. They're making more money than new school rappers on their masters. Dougie Fresh, Houdini's, all them guys. These new school artists will not do the same because they still playing Houdini, Dougie Fresh, all them guys from the 80s. But you don't hear they playing a lot of old raps of new artists from 5 years ago. So, it's a
Right.
different time. So I told people every time, I said, look, the thing is, everybody got choices and options, but this got to the point where it's not nothing got to do with none of them girls. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. God be my witness. I can see straight through that. I mean, I'm pretty sure, maybe a female or two maybe felt like they got close enough to Rob R. Kelly and thought it was gonna be more than what it was gonna be. And sorry, boo boo, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So what? But it's not. It shouldn't. This is the age that we in. This is what I know about these new generation people. When shit don't go their way, they're gonna find everything that they can to either bring the house down or try to get your money one way or the other. And that's one thing I notice about this generation. I can't stand it because they don't want to work for the shit. They don't. They don't want to work for it. They want to try to get it by any means necessary other than. If that means sleeping with somebody and recording them up, like that's what I'm saying. That's what this generation is about. Because this is what I can't understand right here. Now, you're gonna charge this man. You're gonna try to say his music is somewhat. Y'all trying to put his music a part of it. Then you want to mute his music. Then you listen to the music that's being promoted right now. It's in particularly our female artists. And again, I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. I know Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B had the biggest record this year. But tell me something. And everybody been singing. But how is that appropriate? And how is that leading a generation of women when you talking about WAP? How are you
Ouch.
how are you allowing a man to respect you when you talking about all that? But
Ooh,
then you
speak
want to
it.
try to
Preach.
chastise this brother. The thing about this brother is, yeah, he made sexual music. He made love music. He made country music. He made all of it across the world. But he never went into details the way these artists is going into details with what they want to do.
Woo! Yes, yes, yes. They give you he did imagination things. They giving you the raw.
Yeah. Like, and promoting it. The mainstream is promoting it. Like, that's the reason why, yeah, this conversation needs to be had. I don't care how anybody feels. I don't. It doesn't matter. Like, we at this point now. This man has been behind bars for over a year. He's spending his second Christmas in there. He's going to spend his second birthday in there. Like, we need to make something make sense. Because around this time 3 years ago, somebody had just snatched his stuff out of his house, 2 houses in Atlanta, right before all this surviving stuff came out. So at the end of the day, I'm not blind. Just know that I'm not.
I want to also
Hey, we're gonna let them know about all that on the 27th.
yeah. The
Yes.
other thing I want to also bring out to you guys as bloggers and YouTubers, do you know every time we talk about R. Kelly, people are not being monetized? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
R. Kelly is a topic that you don't get monetized for.
Wow.
And I just found that out because, I haven't been monetized at all. And I just I got approved. And then I started looking at the R. Kelly stuff. Every time I talk about R. Kelly or played his music or anything, there was like a yellow mark, like caution. The others had green, but anything I said, any type of conversation, I think they use a algorithm thing where they anytime they hear the word R. Kelly or something like that, it wipes it out where you do not get monetized. So if a person is trying to bring awareness about R. Kelly's situation, they kind of like block them from talking about it. And if you're in it for the money, you're not going to talk about it. That's why big bloggers don't talk about R. Kelly unless it's a negative connotation. So it's forcing people to stay on, to control them, especially the ones that's here for money. They want to control them of what content that they put out. So if you're trying to bring awareness to Robert's situation, you're going to be chastised and told, no, you're not going to get paid. So if you're in it for the money, you're not going to get paid.
And that's absolutely right. But you know, that's because you already got some trollers out there that's doing it for the money and getting paid and been getting paid. And the thing about it is, this situation needs a pure heart. It needs a pure soul. Absolutely. To understand that, number one, we're gonna forgive the situation, and we're gonna find out really what the problem is. And if it comes down to it being a personal problem, then that's when, because that again, even when it comes down to the industry, just like I said earlier, anybody who was aware, come on now, we work jobs. When an issue is brought to somebody's attention, what's happening? You go into the office.
Yeah.
you gonna get a warning.
You're gonna get a warning.
You do it again, you're gonna come back to the office. You're gonna get written up.
You get a performance review type of thing.
You get a performance review, all that. So you're not gonna sit here and tell me that y'all couldn't come together as a musical community and have an intervention. I don't want to hear that. Stop playing with me. Stop. The scapegoat right now, especially for Black people, is that man is sick. They know it. Others need to go to jail too. No, that ain't. To me, that's not the solution. That's not the solution. And y'all not gonna just push it off on that when I know that it's something contractual going on wrong with his situation. So you can't leave that out. So, you know, and like I said, his situation is so, like I told you, it's like one of those dark country roads. You don't know what you might run into. It might be a deer, a bear, a skunk. Right now it's stinking. So we didn't already hit a skunk. All we got to do now, like I said, is just basically just making things make sense. Because like I said, these alleged victims, the main ones, I see them. It don't make sense to me. I done dealt with females who have been victims before. And I'm trying to tell you, a woman who has been victimized, they tend to shut themselves off from the world. You know what I'm saying? Until they really get comfortable. I don't see that with these women. I don't. They're going on, but all of them got businesses.
And books. Right. They got books. Lots of books.
Yeah, I see them. Every one of them got either online. I don't know if they got a physical building, but they got an online site to go buy something. They got books, all that. So my whole thing is, how are you this big victim and your life is going on and everybody's watching you on social media and you just letting yourself all out like that? That's not professional. It's not cute. And again, I just think that it's a publicity stunt. When I look at that Clary girl's IG, her shit said the joint, it say hashtag wifey. I'm trying to figure out who is you married to. Like, seriously, let's keep it real. But I think it's definitely a weird situation that needs to be talked about. And I know certain celebs is not gonna want to talk about this thing, and that's fine. But it's a lot of people that's been blinded by this media, man, and if we got the opportunity to just use the platforms that we have available to us, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. We do this. Not Lifetime. This is not BET or MTV, VH1, none of that. We just got to utilize what we got, because people got these in their hands all the time. So, you know.
Yes, they do. And this the new thing, because the thing is, man, on the 27th, between now and the next week, Terry, we got a lot of work because I want you to instill some stuff in this where we watch certain things and then after that we make comments on it. I'm going to talk to you about that, and we want to do this, and I want you to, save it because I want to re-show this again in February.
Right.
Gucci,
Yeah.
Gucci, talk behind the scene about that.
Yeah, no. We're just talking about.
Yeah.
No. We're just talking
We
about. We got a lot of work.
We've been
Yeah.
talking a little
I
bit.
know.
Yeah, we got a lot of work because we really want people to really focus on what's going on. Don't worry about Sony Records. Don't worry about this. Just worry about these bullshit charges, or these people are telling lies. The thing what we need to do is start expose these liars. Expose these liars. Because
Gucci.
until now, Zora, be quiet. Until now, I'm trying to figure where are the kids in surviving R. Kelly. I haven't seen no kids. So, it's just we just got a lot of work to do.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna do a couple of question and answer session. Those who wants to call in, please do. It's not gonna be that long, guys. We just wanted to give you guys a nugget of what's going to happen. Terry's here to stay. Terry's not going anywhere. Terry is coming in full force. He's not trying to make a name for himself. He is here as a willing vessel that God is using to basically get the word out. He already told you about himself. Give him a chance, guys. Let's not judge him. Let's not judge him before he even come out there, because he's coming out here strong. And he's a strong black man, and that's what we need. We need a strong black men. We need them. We have the women. We women, we get things done, but we need men, actual men who are really gonna stand in there in the gap. Okay, I guess my first caller is calling in. Hold on a second, guys. I have a first caller coming in. Hi, you've just reached Infamous Sylvia. How may I help you?
Yeah, I would love to know more about Ariel, Clary, and Geronda Pace and the rest of those victims.
You wanted to know more about Geronda and Azriel what?
Ariel, Clary.
Okay.
I would love to know more about them.
Okay, we're not going to focus on one particular person or two particular person. What we're going to focus on is Robert overall, his situation. So, anybody want to answer that question for you?
That's why we can.
What's his question?
What's the question?
What's
the question?
Well, really want to know why we haven't been seeing them lately on Survivor R. Kelly.
We don't have any answers about Surviving R. Kelly because we're not part of that production. So that question I couldn't answer you.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll get we haven't been seeing them lately on there. So, yeah.
Okay. But thank you so much, caller. Have a good one, okay? Okay. Anybody wants to call in? Let me just give you guys a number. I didn't even put the number down. He started calling. Okay, hold on. Hey, do anybody remember this number? Phoenix, can you please put the number in here for me? Because I don't even remember the number. Oh, I remember. Sorry. Okay, this is the call-in number. 470-444-1957. 470-444-1957. If you have a question for our guest, Mr. Terry Robertson, aka Rated R the Hustler, or Mr. Gucci, aka the Gooch. If you have any question for any of them moderators, could you please put the number in so those could call in? Thank you. Oh, you was bad. Please, Phoenix, could you post it in a couple of times? Anybody has any questions for the caller? Okay, thanks, Miss Fat. But some people don't have. Thank you, Nakia. Thank you. Everyone is welcome to call in, even if they don't have a number, Miss Fat.
Hold on, Sylvia.
I know how to hang up.
Hold on, Sylvia. Don K, don't call in. Don gonna have a million questions.
Leave Don alone. That's my son. Don't talk about my son now.
Didn't you see what he said? Didn't you see what he said? I'm thinking of some now.
Oh, okay. Terry, there was a question that I had in regards to the work. I mean, what are you planning on doing? I know the 27 you're going to have that. What else? I mean, what else to bring awareness are you planning on doing?
Well, we shed some light on this thing on the 27th. You know, I think that I think we have to go into a healing process. And now when I say healing process is once people start to see, and it's going to probably take them a while because once we do, me and Goose, we got some things that we talk about that we're going to do. It's about getting that in a system, you know, as far as like protesting and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think it's gonna even really be needed on my part. I don't think so. You guys have already kind of staged that already. I don't even. I think once certain things gets put in the atmosphere of knowing that there is corruption all around, I just don't see. I don't see a clear view of it even going to court. I really don't, man. I just don't. I don't. It's too much corruption. It's just too much. But for as where my position is when it comes down to the state of R. Kelly, aka Robert Sylvester Kelly, I do believe that he's innocent on these bogus charges. I do. As far as where to take it from there, I think, you know, working
You have to speak louder. They can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I think, you know, where do we go from here? I think, you know, it just really just depends on what I really try not to focus on what anybody else is doing for us, you know, on the negative part, for us trying to, you know, keep the drama going. You know, I think when you look at what me and Gooch have been looking at, I think once that gets put out there, you know, I think it may just go another way. It just will, because it's gonna be some people that it's some people that's already been talking. Tyrese already said something that, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's people that know. But some is not gonna, you know, they're not gonna say anything because, you know, again, they don't want it to reflect on them. They don't want anything to fall back or hurt their brand and stuff like that. And I respect all of that. But I look deeper than that. This ain't about no brand. This ain't about no brand at all. This is about a human life.
Okay,
you know
my question.
So, you know, I'm not God.
Here's my question to you, Terry. Here's my question to you. You said that you don't think we need any more rallies, and you don't think about the court situation. And there are people who saying that they do not need rewashed information. We need some plan action. So what is the plan action after the 27th?
I think that's something that we definitely got to talk into detail about outside of YouTube, because what you got is you got people that's chiming in. You got people just chiming in on my page on Facebook and IG. And what you want to do is you want to be able to stand firm on what you believe, stand firm on what we going how we going forward.
Okay, hold on. This is information. Okay, I hear them. Can you turn your hello?
Yeah.
Could you turn it down for a minute because I can't hear it. Whatever's playing is in the background. Hey DJ, how are you?
I'm all right.
Hey, welcome to the Infamous Sylvie Show. We have DJ, aka Kevin Terrell, on the line. How he has a question. What is your question?
Okay, my question is, what is he bringing? Uh, what is he bringing? What was my question I put up in the chat? What is he bringing that we don't know or already know? And I heard him say, why did he think the rallies won't help R. Kelly?
Got the question? Terry,
Yeah.
he asked.
No, I don't. I'm not saying that I don't think the rallies wouldn't help. I think the rallies do help, but I think that as we're moving in the middle of transition of power, you don't want to get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? With people that are already in their feelings about this transition, dealing with our election and stuff like that. I think that when we have this conversation and we start to bring out certain things, I think that it. I'm not saying it's going to be enough. It's still going to be more work that needs to be done. But as far as like trying to petition like the record labels and stuff like that. I mean, that's one way. That's one avenue to go about it, because maybe getting them involved to see whatever, if they're in the business of making money, and it's not about anything falling on them, but if it's people that's working for them, representatives of them, that could be an angle. But I just feel like we have to have these type of discussions offline, because what you do, you got a bunch of lurkers on these pages, and they're going to try to counteract what is trying to be put in position.
Mm-hmm.
So and for us, what I bring to this to the table is the spirituality of what needs to be in place. Things that we have gotten away from for so long. A lot of people have backslid from the word, and it doesn't even matter where you come from. It don't matter where you at. A lot of us got a lot of stains on our hearts, and we can't get past the word forgiveness. That is the number one thing that we must do. In order to forgive somebody else, you got to forgive yourself first. So once we start to rehabilitate some of the things.
You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think once we start practicing some of the things that we've gotten away from for a long time, I think that it's going to help gel us back together as a black race, because like I said, we deal with our own set of mental health issues that really hasn't been addressed. Yeah, you got some people that's out there that does interventions and does things like that, but when it comes down to the families, there's still families that's dealing with things. And as we're going through like the pandemic, that's one situation by itself. I think with us seeing other artists in similar positions as R. Kelly, when it comes down to their music, when it comes down to their livelihood, I think it's safe to say we've seen some examples in front of our own eyes within the past 10, 15 years.
You muted. You muted again. You muted.
I'm sorry, I had a call come through, guys.
Oh.
I think we've seen enough within the past 10, 15 years with certain other artists in similar situations like this to where we as a culture should not let this shit happen again.
You heard him?
Yeah, I just got a few more. I just wanted 2 more questions. I'm done. How old are you, brother? Where you from? And if Sylvia Gucci throw a rally, will you be participating?
Got 3 questions. How old are you first?
I'm 39.
39. Where are you from?
I'm from VA.
Virginia. And will you participate if myself or Gucci do a rally?
If the opportunity arises and funds is good and everything, I wouldn't have no problem being a part of a rally. I don't have no problem with being a part of something like that. You know, like I said, it's just, you know, making things make sense and understanding that there's a force of nature out there that, you know, for some reason wants to attack, you know, this situation. So, you know, like I said, a whole
but
lot
if
of
everything
things
permits him, he's saying yes, Kevin, because remember, he does have a health issue. So
Yeah. And then the next thing too, that, you know, this the next time for the next 6 months, we need to be getting the word out a lot about this case on all social media. Because you got to remember one thing: social media is what convicted. Okay.
not convict. He's not convicted. Stop saying that.
Sylvia, stop. Social media already said he's guilty, so we got to prove social media.
I mean,
that he's not.
if you think
real.
about it, if you go listen to the 19
Sylvia,
song, he even
thank
said
you.
himself.
Okay, he
He's
said
not
it.
convicted.
Sylvia, he's not convicted in court.
I'm not using the word.
Okay, well, that's you. We got to face reality.
No,
Just
no
like you hear they said, social media is the worst
public
thing.
eye has convicted him.
Yes,
He's not
convicted. He's not. The public eye, because of social media, have ruined him. And now we got to open. So public eye that these are all false allegations. These are all false. I mean, we don't want to face it, but we got to.
We're not. I'm not going to even.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Use that word because it's not the word. He is, to me. This is Sylvia. He's innocent until proven.
Yes, exactly. He's innocent, but in public eyes.
My word's not going to go out that way.
Right. I know. I understand that, but we're just telling you because that's the thing need to be set straight about all these false accusing stuff, because social media became the worst thing in entertainment and black people life. It became the worst thing. You know, if a woman catch a man out there cheating, what she do? She posts him on social media so everybody see it. I'm like, why? Why put your dirt in the street? So social media is out there for what it's used for. It's just like when people going around saying we need to change the law. Ain't nothing need to change. But they got to remember, the law is already made to do what it's doing. You know, it been made since the 40s, 50s to convict black folks. So ain't nothing gonna change until everybody be aware of the situation, be aware of each law, and stop put their own narrative to a law. No, learn the facts. You know, a lot of people don't even understand Iraqi. Yeah. So
ask a question. Go ahead, Kev.
No, what I was saying was, Gucci, the social media don't have to prove anything. The government has to prove their case of what they brought up against Robert Sylvester Kelly.
But the people that's going to be on the jury listen to social media.
Present things that we hope that the lawyers can see for themselves that possibly can help Robert Sylvester Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have. The social media don't have to do anything. The government has to prove, because they the one bench barbers together.
But
We are spectators and fans and supporters. We just may see things that some of the lawyers may not see, and then we produce those type of receipts that they may see. They may can subpoena the parents. You know what I'm saying? And whoever else got something to do with this R. Kelly conspiracy. That's all I want to say, and I'm going off that note. And brother, I'm gonna say this to you, Ready to Hustle. Good luck in the fight, bro. I hear you say about God. This ain't no easy fight, man. I just hope you got tough skin, brother. Good luck.
Hey, I already know it's not an easy fight. You know, that's why you got to keep God on your side every step of the way. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just referring to what you just saying. You said the government issued these charges. Was it really the government or was it Kim Fox?
She's part of the government. She's still a government. Her position's a government position, regardless of whether it's state or whatever. It's still government.
Right, but she's not going to be the juror.
But I'm saying
she's not going to be a juror. She's not going to be a juror. She's not going to be the one go innocent or guilty. No. So you got to push the word to the people that's going to be sitting in that box. That's who you got to push to know the narrative. Kim Fox, all you can say, yes, he did it. Now, them 12 people sitting in that box got to be, is it true or not? We don't know that side of the story. So we got to push the narrative to these people about everything. It's not just about the government got to prove this. Government ain't got to do shit. That's why he got indicted. Government showed some false report and got him indicted. Now it's for the lawyers to prove that those indictments are wrong, and it's for them 12 people in the box to believe it. So the thing is, we got to get the word out to those 12 people that they need to know the truth. It don't make a difference what government. Apparently, they prove their facts because he got indicted. That's what people not saying. If they didn't prove their facts, he wouldn't get indicted.
But too many times have Steve Greenberg, I've noticed, you know, what I've seen certain reports, you know, he's asked for the evidence. They have not turned nothing over. And I'm trying to figure out really what's going on. Either you got it or you don't.
No, he does have some of the evidence. He did mention he has some of them. Okay. He did mention that. He doesn't have everything, but he does have some. If we're walking this as defeated foes, why are we in this? If we're already walking in as if we're defeated, why? Why are we in this? That's my question to Gucci.
No, it's not about defeated. It's about proving to the people that putting these options. If you go all over social media, you see, oh, he did it. So you got to put it out there for them to change their narrative. Okay? You got to. It's not about he's guilty, he's not. Those people already make up their mind. So me know that he's not, but you got 10 people. Oh, they said he is. They said he is. So you got to push it to those people that he's not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, you know, opinion is like an asshole. Everybody got one. But at the same time, you got to overturn a person's opinion of poison mind. Their mind already been poisoned that he is. Right? But they're not seeing any facts. They're not seeing anything. They're going by what they see on social media, what they see in Google, what they're seeing here. So that's all they're reading. So if people like us don't say the facts, how will they know? How? They won't know.
Okay, so my question to you is, how are you going to get the word out?
Just like what we're doing. It's time for us to target, put our facts together, put our little videos together, blow them up all over social media, show these things, Here is fact 1, here is facts 2, here is facts 3. We got to show them because they already got their facts that, oh, he target young girls at his concert. Just for instance, just like
wait. No, you wait. I'm gonna mute you for a second. I got to add on to my question. Okay, The social media stuff has been going on, right, Gucci? It hasn't.
Right.
What has it done thus far?
What have it done this far? What social media stuff been going on? It's too much war on social media for people to pay attention. This war that's going on all over the place is having real fans turn away that don't want to see this stuff, because I'm reading a lot of stuff where people said, I wish people would more focus on him now, but they're focusing on their personal life, this, that. My thing, what I'm saying is social media is made to target, okay? And we're falling for the target. It's time for us to show certain facts about this, about that. For instance, perfect example. Look what they're doing to K. Michelle in the last 2 days because of what she said on social media. Look what they're doing to her. Because she stepped up and said, I admit if he was here, he would help me, he would give me decision. Okay? The thing is, social media, it can be used for good, can be used for bad. But the people that we need to target, we need to have facts and more facts for them to read. We need to put it up, just like when Amelia was talking about the website. And I looked at it, you're right. We need a real website where people can read up the facts, because that's the only way. Because you got a lot of people, when they Google his name, if you got a real website, that website will pop up and people will read. We need stuff like that, because it's like, yes, they're listening to a lot of the YouTube, but they're not known. Remember when we was in New York and a lot of people was like, oh my God, he's still locked up? We haven't heard nothing. People don't even know that he's still locked up because they're not saying nothing about it. They don't want to say nothing so people can know. And the thing is, with your channel, you're doing it, but it's always one person always want to distract you. And that's one thing I appreciate you for. You never get distracted to say your piece, to say your details, to say your facts. You know, that's what is needed more now, because less than 6 months, he's supposed to go to trial. Less than 6 months. So it's time for more work to be done, more facts out there. You know, if a person can write stuff, write it up, put it on Facebook page, let people read it. Put it on Twitter, let people read it. What do you think? What you think about the case? What you think? Put it out there. Let people read it. That's the only way. Sylvia can't do it by herself. Me can't do it by herself. Terry, the few people that do it can't do. If everybody out there read and got some facts, put it out there. Put it out there. And, the lawyers doing their job. But the problem is, y'all got to remember, there is a gag order. They cannot speak out here. But the problem is, they're going to do their job, yes, in court. But the problem is, as a person that's been around high profile shit case before, you need more than the lawyers to get the word out there. Believe it or not. Because y'all, people talk about, is lawyer not doing this? There's a gag order. The lawyers cannot speak about the case. So people said they're for Rob. They said they're for this. They said for the cost. Put the word out there. Talk about it.
Okay, Gucci, I have a caller on the line. She has a question. Go ahead, caller. I'm sorry. Who's calling? Hello, caller? You muted. Hello, caller?
Hi, Sylvia. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Who's calling?
Marquita, but I don't want you to say my name publicly.
Oh, you just
say your name, you big dipshit.
Your name, you're online.
I agree with Gucci. That the rallies are important. And all, I ain't gonna knock nobody how they run their platform, but all the bashing, all this back and forth, I see it. It doesn't make him look good. You know what I'm saying? And Gucci's right. The jury sees, people are watching on social media. So people that's using his name and represent him in injustice of him, you know, and then they're doing other things on platforms, it doesn't look good, you know, and they need to stop. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, the rallies are important and people need to bond together. The YouTubers, the Facebook, you know, supporters, the people that run the groups to make it efficient. You know, and that's what it's about, is making the whole cause efficient.
Okay. What is your suggestion, guys? The two of you guys, this is her statement is what's happening right now as far as social media, the YouTube street has been on fire. I'm just gonna be honest. And how do you two men suggest, or what is the solution in getting us back in order?
Well, I think that what we should do is we should round up the ones who form these groups that's on social media. If they really are truly supporters, you know, I think if you have everybody on the same page, everybody fighting for the cause, but it needs to be put in perspective that we doing this to save a life, a soul. You know what I'm saying? Because what is really causing the confusion is what's already on social media. And then, you know, the ones who are the trollers and the bloggers that are against him, you know what I'm saying? They'll, just like you probably got some that's watching us right now. They'll take that information back and take it back to their platform, and they'll be ready to speak on it and all that. And what you got to do is we got to be able to connect with these people. I had a call yesterday from a lady from the UK, and she, you know, giving me a rundown on how R. Kelly's rights have been violated, and she gave me a rundown of how you know the United States, how the United States government, you know, really, you know, they mishandle situations, you know, compared to, you know, over there in their country, you know, and it's a lot that factors into how this thing is going on, you know, how it's playing out in the public view. And of course, as we can see it playing out in front of our eyes, they're going to try to make this a high profile case like that. We know it's a high profile person, but they're going to try to O.J. Simpson this thing. You know what I mean? To where we got the networks and we got the CNNs and we've got high profile reporters and all that. And let me tell you something. Yes, because of who it is, I can get that. But let's not be too far-fetched and blind to the fact that it's still some money being made behind all of that off of a name. And that's what we've got to
sir, I'm sorry. I need to redirect you back, guys. My question is, what is you guys' solution in fixing this problem with the
Stay focused.
Okay.
Stay focused.
How do you stay focused?
How? Okay. Put your mind to say, okay, this is my mission for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with it. All the people come at you. I mean, you know, you taught me this, Sylvia. You told me, ignore Gucci, ignore Gucci, ignore them Gucci, ignore them Gucci. Okay? So for the next, this between me and you and Terry right now, between now and March, let's stay focused, get away from all negative. Don't worry about nothing. Let's focus on a message and let's preach that message.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Sylvia.
Let me explain a little bit to you guys. Let me tell you something. I've noticed that the distraction is what people gravitate to.
Right.
Right? If you're bringing out content like, you know, information of where to go, what to do, the rallies, the amount of people that participate, that even attend the rally is not as much as the ones that's being drawn to the distractions on YouTube. And I know a lot of people cannot financially make it to the rallies. I understand that, y'all. I understand. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I'm just talking about people say that they're tired of the negativity, they're tired of the back and forth, they're tired of the hate that's going on, but they're still entertaining it and they're still gravitating to it. And meanwhile, Robert's situation, days are flying by, court is coming closer, and those who needs to be brought the message is still not getting the message. What is our solution to this?
You got to keep on preaching it.
You know,
You got to keep preaching. For real. You got to stay close.
Real supporters. When you spend your money and your time and you fly across the country and stay on that plane for 5 or 6 hours to come support somebody, you are a supporter. There's no such thing as a real supporter. Either you're a supporter or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
No one is greater than the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you spend your time, your money to come support somebody, you are a supporter. When you run the fan pages and you take your time on YouTube to get the message out, you are a supporter. You know, and like you said, Sylvia, everybody's not financially able to come physically and support. So, you know, there needs to be another way, another platform, some kind of other way to make people support and be able to trust that they can trust them people in the way that they want to support and make sure things get done. And like I said, I'm not asking nobody about their platforms, how they run it, but it needs to stop because at the end of the day, it's ghetto, it's just nonsense, and it makes everything about the situation look bad. You know, going back and forth is gutter, and I'm just gonna say it. You know.
Yeah,
and
I appreciate that. You know, you want to know something though?
Okay.
It's gonna take women like y'all who know better. It's gonna take strong women like y'all to help resonate this message and mission too. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you know, that's what's being played against us right now is Black women. And I respect every woman that, you know, comes in my life. I've been taught that. So to have a Miss Sylvia, to have you young lady on the line saying what you're saying, it's gonna take y'all's voices to resonate with this going on too, because at the end of the day, this is a Black brother. Now, the majority of what I've been around, you know, when it comes down to certain females, Black females at that, you know, they ready to stone them to death with no facts. But see, it's gonna take Black women, and not just Black women, but it's gonna take women, period, to help bring some understanding. Because for real, on some real, just like I was telling Sylvia earlier, there's some female predators out here. Let one of us brothers break y'all heart or do something that y'all don't like. Y'all gonna be circling around the block to see who at the house. Y'all gonna call your friends and y'all gonna squad up and put on your Timberland boots. So let's make this make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all's voice is just as important as ours.
Just.
I want to share. This isn't just about Robert. Every mother out there, I'm sure, has a son, daughter, or whatever. And it's a situation that can affect all Black boys, all Black men. I've had Sylvia Gucci know exactly who I am. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I've shared, you know, with Gucci many stories and my views on this. You know what I'm saying? I have a son in junior high school. He's in high school now. A girl in the lunchroom. I'm a sexual assault victim. So, Terry, when you say victims aren't acting like victims, they shut down, you're exactly right. I don't know any victims that's willing to really get on a public platform and tell what's been happened. But the point I'm trying to make is that junior high school girl said my son touched her. He was rubbing her, you know, leg or whatever. He pushed her leg away in the lunchroom and told her to stop bumping his leg. Next thing you know, they're in her principal's office. She's ready to call the police, sexual assault, some kind of charge. It came out that it didn't happen. The girl lied. You know? So look at the situation, how it affects. It could have ruined his whole life. It could have made him commit suicide. You know, the girl came out and told people, no, he didn't do anything to me. Women need to stop. How do you bring awareness? You know what I'm saying? like you said, Terry, everybody out for $1. They find a way to make money. They all out there got books, they on social media. You know, victims don't go out there and do what they're doing on social media. I've seen Faith Allison out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it looks like she's promoting herself. You know, all of this stuff. Victims don't do that. If you're so traumatized and you've been so degraded and all these things happen to you, don't do that. You don't act that way. That's, you know what I'm saying? And when I seen Surviving R. Kelly, I have a background to where I have a special eye for certain things like that. So, you know, it was just that this is some bullshit. You know, let me step up. Let me take my time, and I'm going to go support him. Yeah, I got backlash from friends and family till this day. You know, but that's my choice. That's who I choose to support. You know, right. What I'm saying is that everybody needs to come together on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? Both Kevin, all of that stuff. I'm gonna call you out. All that stuff y'all doing, that y'all need to stop. You need to stop because it's not a good look. Y'all are black men, and y'all, you know, it's just it ain't right. You do what you want to do, but it don't look right. It's not a good look. You know, that man in there fighting for his life. You know, he's been accused of disrespecting women and doing all this kind of stuff. And then, you know, it's just not a good look.
And it's not. And the most important thing, like I said, that I got a problem with is there's no domestic reports on it. And I got a problem with that. I got a problem. And we've been sold all this information through, you know, big time networks like Lifetime and stuff like that to stain our brains to believe this, because it goes back to what you said. This just goes back to the whole, you know what, Gucci, I ain't even gonna go that far, but I'm just gonna touch it just a little bit. This just goes back to the whole Aaliyah situation. Cause see, this is where it all originates. I don't find somebody being traumatized and still continue their career. Stop.
Thank you. So,
okay, guys, we're
that,
going off track, guys. We're talking about solution about us.
True.
Getting it together here.
Like a lot of people, at a lot of times, you know, I hear the comments. I see the comments about the attorneys. Those are his attorneys. We don't have to like his attorneys. People don't have to like this person or that. But at the end of the day, those are his attorneys that fight for them the way they know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Some people are legally inclined, some people are not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if Rob didn't feel comfortable with his attorneys, he knows what to do. I'm sure he knows what to do. You know, and none of us, you know, people can't band together and, you know, really, you know, put the money together to get him some other kind of help. Then I think we need to keep our lips off of that, because those are his lawyers. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting the best way they have to fight. This is a high-profile case. And there's a lot of factors involved in it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the lawyers for doing what they got to do, because I'm inquiring with the law. It's not an easy case. It's bigger than the OJ case. It's bigger than all of that. And that's their lives and families, too. And people need to respect that, you know?
I agree.
Moderators, get some of these people out of here, because we're not here for their comments. Get them out, please, moderator. You know who I'm talking about, right? The ones who's giving you, saying somebody's research, do their research. We don't need to hear that. Get them out, because we're not here. We're here to talk about our support group. We're not here to hear what they have to say. The ops, they don't count right here. Okay? Thank you, moderators. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paula.
Terry was talking, I think.
Oh, Terry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Terry.
No, but you know, like I said, I agree with you 100%. That's the reason why I said the woman's voice is definitely going to be a big piece to going forward, because if you can identify that, you know, that, hey, I'm a victim, I wouldn't just go on. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with females like that. They're not going to just open up like that. You know what I'm saying? In a situation where they've been abused, it could be verbally, physically, or sexually. They're not going to just open up like that. And like I said, it just goes back to, you know, and I'm not trying to get off the subject, but it just goes back to the whole beginning of this thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right.
It don't.
All right. So again, here's my question. What is the solution.
Well, people need to
Preach the word.
if you want to come support, you got Facebook pages. You got administrators on the Facebook page. I run the injustice page. You know, I don't tolerate a lot of that stuff that goes on in the groups. You know, I know another person standing in the gap. They don't tolerate it. You know, we've been quiet. We don't engage in that. You know what I'm saying? Or have anything to do with those, you know, the people that do the things that they're doing. You run it smooth. You know, if you come with the bullshit, then you out of there. You know, if you want to support in any kind of way, I think the best way is to contact an administrator, contact Sylvia. You know, people that's really in it for the fight. You know, if you're not in it for the fight for him, then you need to move on. It's been so much shenanigans going on different platforms that it's ridiculous. And it's not helping, and I keep saying that. I think, you know, he asked everybody, I know he reached out to me, you know, he wants everybody to pray for him, you know, and people need to really pray for him because nobody knows how he's feeling. Nobody knows what he goes through on a day-to-day basis.
Nobody
behind the bricks.
See, people don't.
Nobody.
I mean, the thing is, because you know, everybody. You know, I know some people have been to prison; they understand what being in prison is, right? But you have this man who had so much, his lifestyle was so big. Now his lifestyle has diminished to what is the size of a cell? I don't know the size. 4x2, 4x4, whatever it is, that size.
5x10.
5x10. I can tell you exactly what goes on in the Fed. They don't get the mental health treatment that they need.
Mm-hmm.
You're neglected and rejected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci, no, I know. You know? And, you know, you have to deal with so much in there. You know, it's kind of like you get passed on. You know? And at this time with the COVID, he definitely probably don't have the resources that's available in there, which is very minimum in the facility. Very minimum. You know, you get some psychiatric counseling. You get, you know, you get some spiritual counseling, but your needs are not being met. I know that he's appreciated for all the letters that he gets, but you know, he needs positive things, not people contacting him saying, oh, this is going on YouTube. Oh, that's going on. They said this. They said that. He doesn't want to hear that. He likes positive things that's going to keep him uplifted. You know, your opinions, your negative opinions. He don't need to hear that. He's already in a mental space where he doesn't even know where his life is going to go. Somebody is holding his life in their hands. And these people on social media, these jurors, you know, you don't know who the jurors are. You don't know who's watching.
But then if you're a representative, okay, since a lot of us here say we're representative of R. Kelly, and we're standing in the gap, being there for him, our action should be at a level where others will respect the name R. Kelly. If we're acting a certain way that caused to bring so much negativity, and say one of those jurors happened to see one of us acting a certain way and we're representing him, doing things that is not what we're saying, we're preaching one thing and saying and doing another thing, that is going to cause some sort of negativity to that juror. And when they remember, they're going to say, oh, there were people on these YouTube street and they claim he's not blank guilty of this, but their action is saying something different.
You're guilty by affiliation. So people that's out there saying, I know him, I dealt with him, and you're out there doing the monkey ball fool on social media. Well, if he knows him, then he must condone this kind of behavior. And he doesn't.
And that's what I'm saying.
Any platform that Robert's been on, call people bitches and, you know, such as, you've never seen him do that. You've never seen him be disrespectful to his fans. Even in his incarceration, he's always said, I appreciate and love you guys. I love my support, right, Sylvia?
Yes. Yes, I've heard him. Yes. I have never heard him say anything negative towards anybody. I personally, I don't know, maybe
No.
somebody else have seen it or heard it, but I personally have never seen it. I know the interviews I've seen him. He's always seen as a humble person who wants the world to love the world, you know, and to show love to the whole world. That's what I've seen.
You know, and back to what you said, how are we going to build a foundation to support him without the shenanigans and nonsense? Because, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We could go all up there and rally, but when people come back and act a monkey ball fool, what is that going to do? And some of the people that's doing is older than me. It doesn't make, he doesn't like it. He knows.
My suggestion is for us to everyone to hold themselves accountable for their own action. Be accountable for your action. Think about the person. Think about his situation. Does this, me acting this way, how is it helping his situation? Since I'm coming here saying I'm standing in the gap for this man, what I'm doing, is this causing him to be hindered? Is this causing some negativity to be placed on him?
I don't know.
And go Gucci his noise. Okay,
And
Gucci
then,
his noise.
and then I'm going to say this, Sylvia, and then it's always when someone says something, it's some backlash, it's some negativity. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to put people's business out there. What is that getting you? What is that getting you? You're truly standing for something that's right. You don't have to do that. You don't do that. And that just shows your character. And I'm going to say it to the white folks, this makes black people look bad. It does.
And I do have a lot of brothers and sisters in my channel who is Caucasian and who has been very supportive of Robert.
They
send me
are,
email.
some are, but you know, I mean, not just, it just looks bad in the R. Kelly community.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah.
For the people that's really out there. And it needs to stop. I'm telling you guys. Because it's not.
Well, the whole overall thing is making black people look bad. It really is. We're divided.
Mm-hmm.
We're emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our black families have dealt with situations maybe similar to this and never had any closure with it. It's a messy situation, and it does make our whole entire race look crazy.
And Terry, I'm gonna say this: like the alleged victims say, they want to advocate they're the voice. You can't be no voice for me. You can't represent me and what happened with me.
Okay, hold on a second. Hey, whoever's timing out, DJ, please don't time it now. I told you guys you can get rid of the people who are opposition, not him. Please do not do that. This is not what we're here for. I'm just going to remove everybody from being mods because it's not right. Don't do that. Please don't. I'm asking you nicely. Do not time out anybody that's with us. Please do not do that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Everybody needs to evaluate their platforms, what they want to do. And I had this conversation with one individual. You know, evaluate what you really in it for and what you want to do and why you doing it. You know, and like I said, not one person, not one of them alleged victims could be a voice for me because I know what it's like to be a victim, a true victim. And that's the point. You know, if you want to go up there and march, you get your T-shirts, you get your R. Kelly mask. You do it with dignity and respect on his name. I seen that man walk in the courtroom with boldness and confidence.
Yeah.
and it's not going to be no other way. All that gutter stuff needs to stop. Because that's not what he's about.
I'm getting ready to go in and do this mod rearranging. I'm going to get rid of everybody that I don't personally know as a mod. I'm only going to pick people I personally know, because the stuff that's going on behind the scene here, I don't like, because who you don't like has nothing to do with me. This is my channel. You cannot do that. I do not want anybody blocking anybody on Kevin's team or anybody on Dubowski's team. You guys take your personal issues someplace else. I'm rearranging this whole mod thing. I'm only going to have mods of people I personally know. If I don't know you, you won't be a mod.
Oh boy.
There's enough.
Am I still a mod?
Stop. No, I'm just saying, because they're taking their personal issues.
I know.
That has nothing to do with. I'm not in this fight. I told y'all before, I'm not taking sides. Do not do stuff that's not representing who I am. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And the thing is, this why this whole situation is the way it is, because we're in this for Rob, but it's too much personal now.
Exactly.
Right. And that's what I don't like. I told you I don't care about being attacked. I don't care about this no more, because all the people attacking me ain't perfect. So what the hell I worry about you for? It's about Rob and Terry, like me and you plan. We're gonna have a lot of stuff together for the 27th. And we're gonna ask everybody to make this a big Facebook watch party. I'm gonna start advertising.
Hey, I'm going to do it now. Somebody just timed out Phoenix Rising. Why are they doing this? Some messy people back there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, Gucci, talk. I'm going to take care of this now.
Yeah, so we in this together, but it seemed like the whole distraction, man, it's just ridiculous. How can you put the word out when it's so much distraction? People come at you because you're friends with this person, you're friend with that person. Damn, you can't tell me who to be friends with, because not a lot of time you're friend with a person that I don't like, but I don't dislike you. I just don't talk to that person.
Right.
So you can't tell me as a man who to talk to, who not to. You don't like me, move on, go your way. We don't have to deal. But the problem is, we are in this for Rob. We're in this to preach, to show the facts, the truth. It's so much narratives, and half of the people with the narrative don't even know the meaning of the word narratives. You're not a lawyer. You're not a paralegal. Stop put out these bullshit narratives. If you're going to help the man, get real facts. Help the man. Tell people where they can find facts. And, it's just sad, Terry. I'm just being real, man. It's just sad. It's sad because everybody claim, oh, their mentor, rob my mentor, rob my cousin, rob my this, rob my best friend, rob my this. But ain't nobody helping. Everybody rather put this bullshit narrative out there. And I'm going to say something, and I'm not brainwashed or say nothing bad about nobody. An entertainer asked me the other day, right, because we was talking about it. And he said, a friend of mine let me watch this dude on YouTube that say he's for Rob. I didn't know a lot about it. So he said, my friend explained everything to me. He said, if you for Rob, why are you hanging and daily talking to the people that set up Rob to have that girl turn against Rob? And I'm like, exactly. Because Terry, if me and you friends and Sylvia, right? And you locked up, and the person that got something to do with it because they turn a person against you, and Sylvia hang with them, why would that be okay with me for Sylvia to be hanging with a person that got something to do with why people turning against you? That's not cool.
No, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
I don't care. You want to tell me this person is a outstanding citizen, outstanding person? Shove that stuff somewhere. I don't want to hear it. The problem is, you're friends with them. You probably help them doing all this against Rob, because in this age we at, And a lot of street dude will tell you this. You're never friends with the enemy that set up your boy. Never.
No. Mm-mm.
Never. This the man you say is your mentor, you this, your that. But you're talking about, I'm friends with Larry, I'm friends with him because they're outstanding citizen. But Larry already told everybody he turned Israel against Rob. So come on. You know? So it's sad.
It's
You
sad.
know, I'm not gonna lie. That's why in my circle, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. They can't sit on and say, I stick with my own Jamaican kind. Cause them niggas, they protect me. I'm too little to be fighting. And most of my people in my crew are females and they're gangster. Cause I don't trust too much men. Cause men are shittier than women. Most men keep up too much mess. Ain't no man in this world should be more messier than a woman, man. No man. You know. So the thing is, if me, you, we a click and you down, the same way they come and got you, let they do their work to get everything they want on you. I'm not gonna help you get my boy. I'm not. I'm not. Do your own work. You know, I had an uncle that's a retired U.S. Marshal, and he used to tell me something, and I used to laugh. He said, over the last 20 years, our job got so easy, we ain't even got to work no more. All we do is catch one person and look, tell them they're about to do all this time, then they're ready to sing on all their friends. I said, damn, you know. So I can't be around stuff like that. And those kind of people, God bless them. Good luck with their life. But if we're in this to show the case, show the facts for Rob, that's what we need to focus on. You know, me, I'm not here to look friends. I'm not here to beg friends because I don't need friends, you know. And you remember one thing, in this situation, you meet a lot of good people, you meet bad people. But I'm not gonna lie, since this on Sylvia channel, Randa's channel, and elsewhere, I met some good people that I would definitely keep in contact with, them ladies, and few guys. You know, Daddy Lolo, Lavelle, a couple of them guys, they're cool. Don K. These are people that actually trying to fight for the man. Then you got people going after them, talk about they this, they that, you know. But God put everybody in a situation to open your eyes. I learned that. You know, God does not put nothing on you that he know you can't handle. He put it on you just to see what you're gonna do. You know, and I told Sylvia, they said, God is the one let Rob didn't get no bond. God opened Rob's eyes about the people around him, all the evil stuff they were doing, and they're not man enough to take their charge, so they're pointing fingers on Rob. Watch at trial how many people mouth gonna drop when they see these people. Watch. You know, it is crazy how this situation make you see how friends are. I ain't gonna lie. If these are people they call friends, I'm gonna go buy me 2 dogs and some goldfish, call them my friends. For real.
Okay, guys, hold on, Gucci. Please be respectful in the channel. Everyone, please show them some respect. Please. I'm asking you nicely. Please show them respect. Do not call anybody out their name. Do not attack anyone. If anyone is attacking anyone on the panel, I will block. Seriously. I'm giving you guys a chance. Please be respectful in the channel.
You know,
please.
The thing is, the man go to trial less than 6 months, right? The next 4 months supposed to be hard, going harder, showing the facts, debunking lies, whatever we call it. But these next 4 months, January 1st, people supposed to start know stuff. Between now and the 27th, we're gonna get all the details. Even Terry, if we got to do a two-part to that show, we need to. We're not going to junk everything up one night and make it too long so people get bored and get, right. If we got to do that, we do that. But we want people to learn the facts. We want people to know that this man's life is in danger because of people around him and other people that greed. Greed. I used to have a flyer that I have said corruption, greed, and lies. Those are the three destruction to Rob right now. All these people around him. Greed, corruption with all the people, and the lies by all these grown so-called people. So we need have our mission and focus on it and do whatever we got to do because people, when a man is locked up,
Right there.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Gucci. I'm sorry. One more time. This is some housekeeping thing. Okay. Nakia just put out a message, guys. Let's stick to what's the topic. Okay. Let's not attack any subscribers in the channel. Let's stay as adults. Please, let's do that. Let's respect one another. If you don't like anybody, it's best just to say nothing and do that behind the scene, fight with them elsewhere. This is not the fighting field here. Okay. Let's keep each other lifted up. Let's not do this. Okay. This is not the drama channel. This is the channel that's praise and do that stuff there. And this is not the channel for you to come here and fight. If you want to fight, there's other channels for you to do that. So we have just shot the warning shot. If you find yourself blocked, you're the reason why you're being blocked. You find yourself timed out, you're the reason why you're being timed out. Because I have asked you nicely, do not attack one another while you're in this channel. If you have an opinion that is negative, keep it to yourself. Do not post it anywhere on this channel. If my moderators feel it's offensive to anyone, you will be blocked. Okay? Let's respect one another. Because I respect you, you respect my channel. Let's do that.
and you
This
see
is not
that's
something for children play. This is not the playground. This is serious business here. This man is in behind the walls, incarcerated. You want to play games in here. This is not the time for that. My title said serious conversation. If you want to play childish game, go someplace else and play. This is not the place for you. Okay? Let's be adults here. Because the last time I know, my channel says 18 and above. So if you're 18 and above, you should treat or act a certain way. And let's do that, okay? And if you can't do it, there is the door. Have a nice day. And let's stay focused. Go ahead, Gucci.
and see what we're talking about. Whenever you're trying to do something right, it seems like something negative always trying to insert itself. And this is what we're talking about. This is about Rob. And Sylvia said it right. If you got a beef, do that on your own. You don't have to do it here because we don't want to see it. We're here. Everyone is here for something positive to preach. If 99% of us wasn't for Rob on this channel, we wouldn't be here unless we just want to be here for the shit. Okay? So 99.9% are, I don't know many people in the chat, so it may be some people in the bush, but we are here to just start show facts, man. Like I tell you, the man is in his lowest point of his life. When a man that lived the life that Rob lived got taken away and his freedom got taken away, he can't get on the phone as he please. He can't watch TV as he please. Can't open his refrigerator. That's the lowest point of a man's life. For a grown man to have somebody probably younger than him telling him what to do. Go to bed. Wake up. So You don't know. You don't know what this man is going through. We got to start do right. We got to, regardless if you for him or not. And if you're over this channel, I believe you for him. Let's keep it that way. Let's start show. Let's just start show details and facts about the case. Don't spread that energy into arguing with a person that looking drunk. I'm tired of that too, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never cursed this much till I got into this R. Kelly thing. For real. My,
It'll make you
look
cuss.
here. My son said, "Dad, why you curse so much?" Right? I'm like, "You hear me?" He said, "Yeah." My friends there said, "Oh, your daddy cursing somebody out." But for real, because the thing is, I hate being attacked for pointless reasons, and I'm gonna control a lot of it. I try, but sometimes it's hard. I be holding back, but sometimes it's hard. Being real. But the next 4 months, I'm gonna focus on him, Rob. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I'm gonna do his birthday billboard January 7th and 8th. So, people can see that he have his birthday. With people help, without people help, it will be done. But the thing is, if we for this man, we need to shout, act like we for this man. If you're not, you just need to, step to the side, keep your negative stuff somewhere else. If your life that miserable and that messed up that you wanna try bring everybody down to your level, you just need to jump off a lake for real, because we don't need that here. You know, we don't. And it seems like it's always the kind people always get it. Sylvia getting dog, Don getting dog, this getting dog, me, everybody. So let's just stick to the facts. I'm gonna talk to Sylvia and Terry about doing a new website where we got people can send details, and we talk about it because it's time a real website need to be out there. That one that they had, I thought it would be better, but it seemed like they don't update nothing. They don't tell fact. So I'm gonna get one together, and I'm gonna find me a website person that willing to help us and update it for us daily. You got a lot of interns that know to do stuff like that. And if I got to go through my company where they can get intern credits, I will do it. But I'm gonna find some intern that can do that, or if anybody knows some that can help us, with a website, because it's time people start read about the case. It's time if someone go to Google and put R. Kelly name in, the website will pop up so they can read. It's time. We're getting distracted away from things, and we need to get back and focus. We need to. This is sad. It's sad. It's real sad. You know.
And I'm going to make an announcement to everyone. It may be whether you appreciate my comment in a minute, but here's the deal. I don't give a damn of what you think of me. I am here to help Robert. And I'm going to do some things you may not like. And I don't care. Okay? Go ahead, Gucci.
So that's what we're gonna do. I just want everybody. Yes, we've been distracted, but let's get back on track. You know, I know it's hard. Our sister, she's been attacked with her kid, Rhonda. I love her to death, and I pray Rhonda understand, because I'm not gonna lie to you. My only downfall with anybody, don't mess with my kids. I don't care what you do. You can talk about me, you can dog me, do it. And I always tell my family, if I ever call you at 3 o'clock in the morning from jail, someone mess with my kids. My kids are innocent. Everybody kids are innocent. They don't need to be nothing, you know. So, you know, my sister going through it, and I don't blame her for her. I don't, because Terry, you're a grown man. You're not gonna let nobody mess with your kids. Sylvia, you know that, and everybody in this chat will agree with me. But let's focus on Rob. You know, my sister Rhonda's strong. She gonna handle that.
She will.
She gonna handle that. Okay, and I don't blame her for not one bit of it because Rhonda is a good mom. Me and her talk a lot about basketball and soccer with the kids, and you know, so mm-mm, let her be over here. Like Sylvia said, this the gospel channel. We're gonna talk about Rob. Hey Sylvia, can you play one gospel song one time?
No. Terry, I wanted to tell you this. I'm 100% behind you and whatever you're doing. I see your heart, and I understand that what you're doing, and so you have my full support, my fullest support on what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, it's an honor really to be a part of. I mean, not in this capacity, but it's an honor to be a part of what
Stay
can
out
be
the
really
drama,
revolutionary.
Terry. Stay out the drama, okay? That's what I want you to do.
Oh,
Stay out the drama,
hey, you ain't got to worry about that.
okay?
You ain't got to worry about that. I ain't gonna be a part of that at all. I don't do no trolling, none of that. Because what I do is, y'all see my promos. I ain't gonna do no but cut a Hulk Hogan promo and let it be done. That's how I get my fun off. But no, on some real though, I want to say this to everybody who is involved. Don't take this. I don't take this lightly at all. I really did. I talked to my dad about it. Um, I don't try to talk to too many people about it because I don't want to be psychologically geared to judging somebody. You know what I'm saying? I've never been that type of person. But to anybody who is a part of this is a great task. This is a great mission, and it could be something that can definitely be revolutionary because of who it is. It's not about trying to gain anything. The number one thing, like I said from the jump, is to gain a soul. I'm not a judger. I never will judge. If there's any discrepancies when it comes down to the personal person, we need to, as a whole, try to help that. You know, a lot of our families, we all deal with it at some point in time, has dealt with some type of situation where we the support wasn't there, but we always automatically judge. We at a point now in life where we got to get past that. We got to get past the bashing one another. We got to get past judging one another. We've got to do that. And I mean, to be a part of the situation dealing with R. Kelly, you know, it's an honor. It's an honor to let my common sense and my spirituality resonate with what's going on, and I'm just letting God really I'm going for the facts. So everybody, all the listeners on here, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with it. I'm going with the facts. If you can't show me no police report, if you can't show me no domestic violence report, none of that, what's they call it, restraining orders, none of that. If you can't show me none of that, then we have nothing to talk about.
Okay, I still have our caller on the line. I'm gonna let her speak. I forgot she was on the line. I apologize, caller. Go ahead, poor caller.
And I appreciate Gucci and everybody that's out there doing a positive thing and supporting Rob. And I'm looking at the comments, and nobody has gave any suggestions on what we can do to make it a better situation and support him to build that foundation. It's the R. Kelly Foundation. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, how we come together. We got some strong black men. We got some strong black women that really want to do some things and really get the word out there. But like Sylvia said, you know, I'm looking at the chats and all this stuff. It's so juvenile. It's so juvenile, you know. And if your mind only elevates to that level, then that says a lot about you. And I'm not trying to clown nobody or anything. You know, this is about R. Kelly. Keep the focus on R. Kelly. If you're there for entertainment, like Sylvia said, go somewhere else. Go on some other clown show or something. Go somewhere else, because that's not what it's about. You know.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. I know some
No,
will be on there for entertainment.
You know, what are we going to do? Nobody put up no suggestions about how to make the situation better. How many people will everybody live in different cities, get some buses, organize some buses that some type of way to get people where they need to go if they want to come to the rally, do charter buses. Nobody has said none of that. You know, who's going to orchestrate? Who's going to do the T-shirts? Who's going to orchestrate the rally? Who's going to do the march? You know, who's going to help make the signs? Who's going to get the word out there? You're going to use your social media for what you stand for, you know, in a positive way. Mm-hmm. That's what he's about. That's what he's about. You know, we all know that he didn't have some people around him that wasn't for him. That didn't do him right and didn't do the right thing towards him.
Missy 777 says she gave a suggestion. Missy 777, could you put it back in there? And yes, Unique Thought, yes, I am going to have the vision board. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention to you. We'll talk about that later, okay? Unique. Missy 777, please put your suggestion back in the chat because I didn't see it. I haven't been looking at the chat. Hey, Zuri. I have to say hi to my little friend.
Hey, Sylvia. Yeah. She gonna run here and tell me, oh, let me get behind you. Sylvia is on. Sylvia is on.
That's my baby over there.
Hey, she lost. Hey, her teeth came out, right?
I know. Her $200 supposed to be under her pillow. I told her that. To say,
oh, she got her some money jumping around top of ooh.
And Daddy Lola has been putting out for the $20 a month. I hope a lot of you guys are able to participate. And I know it's holiday season, I know, but if you can, it's not a must, but anybody who can do that, please, let's get that $100 out there for him by the time his court date comes about, because that is helpful. Yes, everybody thinks that, you know, he don't need money. Yeah, you do need money, especially you see everything that's happening with his money, people taking it left and right. So if you can be a help any kind of way, please do so. Please do so. And then we're not asking anyone to do it now, but if you find it in your heart and if you have the resources, please try to contribute any kind of way. Even in your prayers, he needs your prayers. He needs anything that is positive towards him. Not everybody could give money. Not everybody could put their time, but you can give your prayer.
Even if you just send a card and saying praying for you, he appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say much. You know, he appreciates it all, and he loves everybody.
Yep.
And he just trying to make it out of this situation. So
I just got his information.
And tell him, oh, this person is doing this on social media. They're saying that, you know, again, he doesn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Would you want to hear that if you were in that situation, right, Sylvia?
I wouldn't. Trust me, I wouldn't. Ooh, Lord Jesus, thank you, Father, that I'm here.
Like he said, use your common sense, guys.
See, this is the thing, man. When a man is locked up, that's the law.
Turn your thing down because we can hear it.
I'm sorry. When a man is locked up, He don't want to hear nothing going on in the street. He don't care about the street. He's locked up. That's the worst time of his life. Put yourself in that position. Why I'm behind bars, got my own problem, but you trying to tell me about other stuff going on. I don't want to hear it. You
Right.
know, I don't want to hear it. So people got to realize that hey, this whole situation, positive. Let's stay positive. Okay? Let's stay positive.
That's what needs to happen anyway. Like for us, look, I mean, this situation is definitely about R. Kelly, but
Yes.
I think when you start to really,
Gucci, when I was in Chicago and he walked down the steps, to the splitter, that man had tears in his eyes, right, Phil?
Yes, he sure did. I remember that day. I remember.
Yeah, I have the video.
Yeah.
You have it, Sylvia?
You need to share that with me because I could share it on this channel.
He had tears in his eyes. It wasn't a lot of people out there, and somebody was playing the song Air, and he just was so thankful. You could just see the love that he was so happy to have the love from people out there in a positive way. People may not have all gotten along, but, he was happy to see, the support in the courtroom. And, do you know what that did to him? When so many people in the world are against you, or you feel like they're against you because of what somebody just said, they still love me.
Yeah.
That gives him hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can only imagine.
When you locked up behind the walls in a situation like I said again, somebody's holding your life in their hands. Can you imagine how he feels? Not knowing your destiny, but he knows God.
Mm.
He knows God. And one of the best words I gave him was, don't believe what you hear and what you see. You focus on God. Because the devil will send you things that make you try to believe things that aren't true. We know what they're saying, but God can change it around. I'm not the most religious person, but I've been through some things that I know my God.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in situations where I didn't know my destiny. I haven't been locked up, but it felt like it. And God turned it around. And one thing my grandmother always said, a family that prays together stays together. This is an R. Kelly family. So if you're not part of this family, you're not part of this fight, move on. It's not a circus. It's not a circus. It's more than just music. He's a God's gift. He got a spiritual anointing on him. He's the next thing to Michael. I have a personal friend that's close to the Jackson family. Can't get no closer than that. It's just like they did Michael.
That's something as an outsider looking in, I can see that, and it's sad, and that's the reason why I try to drive that home when I do speak about this situation. Is that no matter what I'm saying, what we've heard, no matter what has been said, we cannot be so judgmental, and we have to understand that we have to operate in love. uh, the experiences that we have all dealt with throughout this year, I think everybody should be able to resonate with that. Now is not the time to be judging, but with me knowing that this is a spiritual warfare. Oh, I know the road ain't gonna be easy.
Terry,
I know it's not.
Terry, it ain't no secret. I had Gucci, no, Sylvia, and I had major back surgery in May. I've been quiet on social media. Went through some things all in the same week. 4 days later, after I came home from the hospital, my mama died. Unexpected. And still going through things. But when you know God, I could have lost it. I still could lose it. But I know my God.
Amen.
Sometimes I back up and I'll be quiet. Somebody will reach out to me and say, I ain't seen you on the page. And, I'm meditating on the Lord. I don't do things all the time the right way. I get in my feelings about some stuff, but then I got to wheel myself back in. You meditate on the Lord, and right now Rob is meditating on the Lord because that's the only person that can help him. We can do all the shouting and walking. That's supporting him, but God can move this mountain because in the Bible it says you look to the hills for help. Whenever storms come, I look to the hills because I know my God. And when you quiet and you in that still place, that's when you can hear him the loudest. It's going to be all right. We just don't know what it is, but it's already all right.
Right. My big, you want to know something? My
you do
biggest.
things to get your attention on other things. You get warnings. You get warnings. Those things in your mind that you hear in the back of your mind, don't do that. And you do it anyway. Those are warnings. 17 years ago, I was on the road. My mind said, get on the freeway. No, I'm going to go this way. Well, I self-destructed that way. I got hit by a drunk driver and was airlifted. That wasn't self-talking to me. That was the Lord talking to me. Not saying he do things to hurt you, but sometimes he do things to wake you up.
He will. He will shake you up. He will. And
chastise you.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. This land is being chastised right now. A lot of people don't know that. This land is being tormented.
All this hatred and all of these feelings people are feeling. It's too much in the world going on for you to not like somebody that you ain't even came in contact with.
Exactly.
You don't like them for what reason? You ain't got to eat lunch, supper, or dinner with nobody. But it's too much going on in this world. People are dying every day. I didn't have the best relationship with my mama. We said we got down and dirty sometimes. But the worst thing I could do, she came and knocked on my door the day before she died. I said, I don't want to talk. I'm this and I'm that. And then 7 o'clock the next day, I got the phone call. Mama died. What? What?
It happens. I'm trying to tell you, when God come knocking, like people don't understand.
And I had fresh out of surgery, 8 hours. I had to get up and walk. When I got to that house where she was at, when the coroners let me see her, the only thing I could do was lean over her and say, whisper softly in her, I'm sorry for not talking to you.
Wow.
And I live with that. So you be good to people because you don't know what day, what hour, when it's coming. I experienced it. I lived it. And I got to deal with it for the rest of my life until I see her again.
Amen.
Those
so
are the type.
Hatred and going back, life is too short.
Right.
And back to what Gucci and Terry and Sylvia said, if you can't get along in this situation, move on to something else. You got frustrations and feelings that you're dealing with in your personal life. Don't take it out on nobody out here because we in this situation for a whole totally different reason.
Right. You absolutely right. I have people here where I'm at question me, man, I don't think it's gonna look good. You making people feel like you defending the pimp. Like I said, look, bro.
Exactly.
I said, what I got going on. Hey, what God put me in the midst of, He put me in the midst of it for a reason, and
It's
that's
like
without blemish,
people don't
without
realize
judgment.
you got
And
this could happen to your son. It is some guys that sitting up there. We advocate for wrong, but who marching for Bill?
and
Who marching for Bill? You could come back 60, 50 years later, 30 years later, and say somebody who's advocating for Bill. Some people say, "Oh, he put stuff when he said da 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 da."
and you know what? And you know what too? You know what? Everybody keep calling him a pedophile. Do they understand what the meaning is
No.
of the word? Because I did not hear about him going to stalk anybody nowhere. Okay? Pedophile mean the person is 12 and under. He's stalking. First of all, every one of these girls met him at an event, his concert. That's supposed to be 21 and over. So again, where are the parents that brought them to his concert? How did they get to an after party? Come on. Open your eyes, people. Stop always talking about a
And
pedophile thing.
Gucci, you know how women can be groupies. You know. You know, I know.
That's why
Shit.
it's important. It's important for a woman to make that clear. It's important for that to come out of a woman's mouth, because for us men, this is the target the government has done for a long time. Even when it comes down to our beloved King that died for our sins. See, when you put a person around something and certain group of people don't understand what you are and what you're doing, that's when, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna make up all the false allegations and stuff like that. They did the same thing to Jesus when Jesus was with Mary Magdalene, and everybody thought that, you know what I'm saying, they had something going on. Who knows? Even to this day, 2,000 plus years later, we don't know. But the whole thing is this: he was considered the Son of God. He performed miracles. He saved lives through his spirit. He sacrificed his life for ours. And when you look at people like R. Kelly, people like Michael Jackson, people that we have not, I don't want to say bought into, have influenced our lives to be what they are. That's a part of the creator. You don't stone a creator. I can even speak the same way, the same tune with Harvey Weinstein, and he ain't even black. But it's some discrepancies in his situation too. Same thing with Bill Cosby. It's regular men out here going through these things every day that no one is really, you know what I'm saying, no one, there's no groups for them. There's no protests for them. There's no type of organizations that they can turn to that can support them, in situations like this. So of course, when we come across a situation like this, it's going to be easy for trollers. It's going to be easy for bloggers. It's going to be easy for all this unnecessary drama to be floating around. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, at this point, the only thing we can do is supply facts. That's the only thing you can do to get people to understand that, hey, wait a minute. Because, like I said, we are at this time now where we don't know. The government is trying to make people fear for their lives. They're trying to make us depend on a vaccine. They're trying to make us forget about God. And that's not how this thing was designed. So, I think in a short few time, I think the number one thing, like Goose said earlier, like I said, you guys already had things in place, is to refocus and stay focused on the task at hand. And just, you know what I'm saying, really just try to support the cause. And not the cause. The cause is not the charges. The cause is what's already been brought to the table. Because what I'm not gonna buy is, if I told y'all I'm 40 years old, I'm 39, 40 years old, I'm dealing with a damn backache and shoulder pain right now. I highly doubt a 53-year-old, 51, however you want to call it, it's got that type of life in him to just, go out here and doing all this stuff that y'all talking about. Stop playing. I don't want to get out the bed some days. I'm just keeping it real. That's what I'm saying. We gotta bring this thing back to the real level, because you know something? It's super fans out there. It's people out there that looks at celebrities as gods. They look at celebrities, they idolize them, and we're not supposed to do that anyway.
Hey Terry,
Yeah.
you heard what you just said. You remember around 15 years ago, Charles Barkley said that. Charles Barkley said, "I don't know why nobody got their kids looking up at me as an idol. You need to teach your kid to look up to you, not another person." Okay? We are our own idol. Teach your kids the right way, not to look up at a star. They got flaws. They got problems too.
Right.
So go ahead. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Yeah, no, it's the truth, because we're not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to do it. And see, what y'all fail to realize is,
Terry,
yes.
Tenderlin just put down what we were talking about, but we'll talk later. Tenderlin, yes, we know, we're all aware of them. Tyndall. Yeah, we are aware of that. That's what some of the things we're going to be talking about on the 27th. Plan action. Okay. Sorry.
Everybody, anything you find, send it to Sylvia email, because we're going to have a lot to say on the 27th. We're going to have a lot. This is going to be a discussion panel.
Gucci, would you need to also let them know there is something that is coming a brewing about that you're about to do? Not everybody knows about it yet, but let some of these people know.
Yeah, what I'm doing, and this, I already talked to Terry, that I want this to be included. I'm actually putting together a little Facebook documentary where the whole thing. So this is going to be a big part of it, because we're going to do a lot of discussion, because it's time people, like Terry said, it's time people hear the facts. It's time we get away from distraction and get back to the mission on hand. Robert, it's time, like Militia's Conspiracy got a video that I love, and I'm waiting on her to give me permission. If she give me permission, Terry, that's one of the video I want you to show, and we're going to discuss it, because I know Sylvia want to talk about it. Everybody want to talk about it, and we just want people to be aware, because if this message don't get out there, we don't know what will happen. Okay? We are praying. But God also said he helped those who help themselves. So we got to help. We got to pave the way for him to help to continue the journey.
He also said faith without works is what?
Yeah.
Dead.
That's right.
We got to put in the work. We got to put in the work, guys.
Got to.
You
got a lot of people, especially black people.
Woo.
We always think that we should just pray and just don't supposed to do nothing else.
Nothing else.
No,
right.
You gotta still do some things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I recognize, let me tell you something. I recognize everything. The 27th, 2 days after Christmas, that's a time when we're supposed to celebrate the birth of Christ. Capricorn season.
Capricorn.
It's a lot of things that plays in the factor here. But at the end of the day, I'm not just looking at it like that. I just know that our task in hand is strictly biblical, because we're living in those times. We always have. A lot of people has just foreshadowed and make it seem like, this is not what it's supposed to be. But all I know is ever since this situation has came about and our brother has been in jail, I've been looking at how they've been promoting certain things, how they've been putting, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not right. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Seriously.
Not
'cause
just to
I'ma tell you,
talk about. We're gonna have some solutions too, y'all.
yeah, we definitely got to have some solutions when it comes down to the whole thing, when it's all said and done, because it don't make sense. And the number one race that is hurting the most is ours. It's hurting our race the hardest because we always emotional. We want to go off of our opinions instead of facts. And sometimes when the facts is in your face, the person is still stay with their opinions. So it's like it comes down to that mental health situation. There's been a mental health situation in our land for a long time, and it's really just a generational curse because a lot of things wasn't. We didn't have a lot of outlets, a lot of outsources and resources before our time with our elders. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. We have those resources. We have those outlets. Let's start to, you know what I'm saying, put something together to where we can really rehabilitate ourselves, rehabilitate our culture. And when it comes down to R. Kelly, hey, you cannot overlook somebody like that. You've got to be able to position yourself around a figure like that to help feed that positivity, that spirituality that it needs. I'm sure he has it as well. But look, just like you and me, we all human. We get drained sometimes. That's the reason why it's not good to listen to the naysayers, listen to all that negative stuff, because that stuff will drain you. It will drain you dry. And I'm gonna keep myself as focused as possible when it comes down to not even feeding into that. So far, I haven't had anything like that come towards me, just as maybe as much as you guys have. But I just want to try to keep things in a positive light, keep God first. Most importantly, let's stay prayed up. Let's pray for one another. Let's get back to the basic things that made our culture, that made our race great, like it is. We've got away from that stuff.
Yeah.
Point blank.
But anyway, Gucci and I will be in Chicago tomorrow for Robert's hearing.
I'm sure I'm sure that you guys will inform me. Y'all guys get if I had more hands, you'll get about 6 to 8 thumbs up for taking the time out to do that. I wish I was in a position to be able to do that. I'm sure at some point in time when we do come with a solution to stage something, I will be a part. But you guys taking the time out to do that, to bring that information back to the culture, to let people know, that he's not forgotten about. Because there's a lot of people that's forgotten about him. When I even look at, I'm going to say this. The other night, I was on IG, and this was a day after the K. Michelle situation. And I was on, she was live. I said, I like to test people. She was live, laying down, listening to country music, singing and stuff. So I hit her with a question. I was like, "Are you willing to ask?" And I just wanted to ask her a simple question. I said, "Are you willing to answer a question about R. Kelly?" And instantly she got offended. And I already know why. But it's okay. Those things okay. It takes people like us to really put things in perspective. So, I haven't heard any entertainer really say anything bad about him because they don't know nothing. So, except for what they've already heard, people, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's just a rumor. That's rumors. So, like I said, man, those things right there, in due time, it'll work itself out. It'll work itself out. I just, I know if we stay focused, you guys are focused, y'all delivering us good information and keeping us on top of, what's going on with this case and stuff like that. All of that stuff is good. And, what we have to do is support what y'all doing, support, each other and what the cause is. Because it's definitely deeper than music. It's definitely deeper than music. And it's deeper than what they're trying to make us believe. So, as long as we all on the agreement with that, hey, in due time, our conclusion and our solution is going to come. Trust me.
Amen. Gucci, do you have anything else to say? Because DJ has a comment. So right here, he says, "Well, get ready because Team Truth is coming for you." That's what he said.
Who is Team Truth?
They're irrelevant. They are irrelevant. So
I don't worry about it.
They're irrelevant. They're probably looking for you now, looking at your stuff now, seeing who you are.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, you know what? We even got to pray for them too.
Yeah. Pray blessings and have God to bless them so tremendously that they will leave Robert people alone.
I tell you what. I know they've been watching.
Hold on, she has something to say.
You guys have any suggestions, Sylvia? If it's okay, you guys can go to the Facebook pages. Injustice, Standing in the Gap, all the pages. I know.
Tell them the names of the two groups again.
The Injustice of the King of R&B and Standing in the Gap. I have to say, Standing in the Gap. I know the administrator over there put something together. I was supposed to have been up there, during that time, but I couldn't go. I was getting ready for surgery. So, when she did the, lunch, and I heard this and that, and, things that went on, and, such. But at the end of the day, it was a nice thing what she put together, and, for the people, what the vision was, and and it needs to be great, and people to sit down and be able to break bread together without any confrontation and calamity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not anything personal with each other. We all are in this for him, and that's what the focus still needs to be. And it needs to be more of that, and everybody coming together, things what to do to help benefit him. I see the comments, and stuff, and Daddy Lolo, right? A lot of the people sending money, they do need to send it to him, and stuff directly.
Miss Fat, I made a mistake with you. Sorry, Miss Fat. I hit the wrong person. I'm sorry. Somebody just told me I removed you. I'm sorry, Miss Fat. Sorry, I'm too bad.
Hey, Sylvia, leave my Miss Fat alone.
Miss Fat, I'm so sorry. You didn't do anything. I don't know why I went and did you. Because I was just like, remove. I know a couple of people I removed, and they probably like wondering, why she remove me? I was on a rampage this morning. Just let me go put Miss Fat back.
They're clowning with his little subliminals and stuff.
Why? It's DJ's fault, Miss Fat. That was DJ's fault. Because I was looking at other people. Because somebody had blocked him, and I was going in there. Okay, let me go fix hers up. Hold on. Somebody just sent me a message saying, "Oh, you removed Miss Fat's wrench. Why?" I'm like, I didn't mean that.
DJ, you gotta pray for everybody, regardless. You gotta, you say you believe in God, you gotta pray for them too. You say pray for the enemy, but then just be mine.
Yeah. Just pray. Prayer work. Prayer may not work at the moment you want to, but believe me,
it works in God's time and not in our time.
Yeah. God don't do nothing in your time, and that's why. I love that one preacher man, Joe Osteen. That's why I love him, because that's all he preached about. He said nothing works when you want it to work. But you pray to
Well, guess
God,
what?
and He will do
I
it.
can give y'all a great relevance to this, because this is a prayer answered that I prayed for a long time ago. But see, I see this is what people fail to realize when it comes down to prayer. See, God wants details. He wants specifics on what you want or what you asking for. Now, see, when I asked to work with R. Kelly, I didn't ask him. I didn't go into detail about how I wanted to work with him. I ain't going into detail about what I wanted to work with him with. And look where I'm at now. I'm in a situation where I'm working with a situation. It is what it is, but I didn't ask God for that. But if I would have been more in the detail, maybe the situation that I approached last year would have really happened. But it transformed into where we at right now. So you gotta be in tune all the way with God, because sometimes whenever you pray for someone, you ask God for something, you gotta be into detail with, because how He give it to you is how He gonna give it to you. It's up to you to put it in the work. So I say all that to say this: you guys have already established something. I'm just a messenger to help deliver and do my part is in what God want me to do, because the prayer that I asked for years ago has altered into what it's become today. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to walk away from it. I'm not going to shy away from it either, because it's a job that God want me to do. So at the end of the day, as long as we all can have that same spirit flowing across the board, and understanding that it's a spiritual mission, hey, the devil can't stop that at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, I really appreciate you guys being here, and for us to get serious, for us to start working the right way, because time waits on no man. And if we say we're about helping Robert, we got to get out there, put on our marching boots, and get out there and work. We have to work. And whatever capacity that God has blessed you with, that's where you need to operate. You don't need to be a DJ. You don't need to be a Gucci or a Terry. You could be who you are and what gift God has given to you, because that gift is going to be utilized in the whole body.
And Sylvia, remember when I sent you what I made?
Yes, I remember the bulbs.
The Christmas bulbs.
Yeah, I remember.
Gucci didn't. I don't know if Gucci seen them, but they're not hard to make. But I was really surprised. Over 4,000 people in my group that nobody wanted to support. Now I want to say this: I took my time and my money to make those. I'm not looking for any personal or monetary gain from that. That money that I asked for people to purchase them was going directly to him. Nobody came for me about that, but I just want to make that clear. Some people.
But you know what? I forgot about it. You didn't remind me. And my apologies for not even bringing it up on my channel, because I forgot. I have a 53-year-old mindset. Sometimes, you forget stuff.
Whoa. No, we don't.
Charge it to my head and not my heart.
No, we don't. We don't forget nothing. That's you.
It's because Christmas is one of his favorite holidays.
I know, it's my fault. Sorry, guys. She that was months ago. She told me about this months ago.
Yeah, and the reason why I did it is because he always said I want to give something back to the fans. And even though I asked you to purchase them, it's something like a little keepsake for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's other things, that I make or whatever, but it's. It was just something that I thought of when I thought about him, how much he loves Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope you guys did get your cards out to him, those who have cards, and please make sure you get it out. Even if it goes out late, it's better than not sending it out at all.
Yeah.
Because his birthday is right around the corner. So you could be early for birthday.
And Gucci, I don't know if you knew, they are having a birthday bash for him, Kels versus Kelly up there in Chicago for his birthday.
Yeah, a lot of people hit me up, ask me if I come, but I don't think I can make it. I think I will be in Nevada on some business on the 7th. So I don't think I can make it, but I'm gonna watch.
Yeah. And actually, I got a call. The guy I was supposed to call him yesterday, Sylvia. I'm like you. I'm not too far behind you, 45. So.
Hey. It's a lady thing. Y'all forget. Don't put that on no, we don't forget. Y'all forget because y'all getting old. Yeah. Hey, Terry, you hear they want to blame. One is 45, one is 53, but they want to say, oh, our 53-year-old man. No, that's yours.
Wait. I'm looking for Angel. Okay, look what Angel put. Uh-oh. Angel just stepped on my toe. I did a class the other day about excuses, how many excuses we use, and it was like 50 excuses. And look, she just like, okay, she got me on that one. Okay, Angel.
Yes.
Okay, Angel. Ouch.
Yeah, Angel, the school teacher can't remember that she left the class and we were still sitting in the class. Yeah. Oh, Terry, that teacher was a mess. You got kids in the class selling condoms. You got kids in the class selling smoke.
Losing focus. Focus. Let's get
Well,
back.
we done.
Let's get back on track.
Look, all jokes aside, sometimes you got to have a little fun. But all jokes aside, we definitely need to stay on track. We got to get the facts out there. And like I said, if anybody in the chat know anyone that can build a website, we need someone that can work with us, because I'm going to get the domain name tonight, and we want to talk to them and ask them to help us build it. That way they can maintain it for us every day. Every day we can put more facts on it, because this is the time. The people that's not on YouTube or social media, remember one thing. A lot of people in their 50s, Google is their best friend. So when they go Google R. Kelly, that popped up, they can read it. Because if you go Google R. Kelly, a million stuff gonna pop up. So when they Google that, it will pop up. It will pop up, and we will have facts for them to know about the case.
And send the traffic to, because you know what, the algorithm that they use in Google, if enough traffic is flowing to it, it's going to bring people towards it.
Yes.
So
yes.
we as supporters and people that are on social media, we can make the traffic go by us going into it ourselves, so you could push people over there by the amount of time you go in there.
Right.
So you could do that kind of stuff. Because I know some of you guys live on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's true. So that's what I want. That's what I want to do. So like I said, if anybody know anybody that want to help us, maintain our page, do this, we all for it. If we all in this for one cause, we for it. We don't want, we want a person to recommend a person that they would trust to maintain it and not just, sabotage it. So
Yeah.
because
and that's
this is
important, Gucci, because it seems like every time somebody try to do something, people come along and try to tear that other person down. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm really saying, to the people out there, is that stop trying to tear each other. If let's stick together. You got something you want to do, get with Gucci, get with Sylvia, get with, whoever, one of the people that, that's in that circle or whatever. And, it's a unit. It is a unit, not in a bad way, but, to support and make sure that it's somebody you trust, And, because there's a lot of people that's been bamboozled out there,
Right.
People. That's just spent thousands of money thinking they supporting him, and it's been winning other people's hands.
Yeah.
And my final thought on this, because I'm about to get off, because I'm not going to sit on here all day, because I got work to do. I got stuff to do. But my final thought on this is that we, as subscribers, bloggers, leaders, whatever you want to call yourself in this fight, need to start uplifting one another instead of tearing each other down. And let's not make it personal. Let's make it all about business. We don't have to be good buddies and friends and pals, but we have to respect one another. We are here to help. We are all helpers and servant to this cause. Just servants, not big people, just servants. And if you're willing to give your service to this cause, that's what you're here for. Okay. At this point forward, let us just work on ourselves. If you work on yourself, then you ain't gotta worry about nobody else. You get what I'm saying? Work on yourself.
Amen to that.
Last word?
The last word, I'm gonna just say mine quick, and that way Terry can wrap it up.
No, I have to let her go first after you.
Sir.
Excuse me. Caller, what is your last word?
Oh Lord, I forgot about her.
Well, I think that I hope everybody stays safe, and do what you're supposed to do. And like I said a mouthful, probably too much, but I hope everybody stays safe. I'm praying for you guys and your families, and and I hope that everybody takes my words that I said and for face value when it comes to R. Kelly and what this really is about, and who how to support it and to keep it positive, because enough is enough. And when you're trying to be a voice for somebody, people are looking at you. We are his voice right now.
Thank you. Gucci, I'm sorry. I had to let the ladies go first.
Oh, I didn't know she was there. Ladies come first. So, and plus that's my partner. So she come first because she about to blow me up and curse me out. So, but that's facts. If we're going to do this, let's do this as a team. Let's work together. We're on a mission. It's going to be distraction. It's going to be this. We got to be focused. Less than 6 months to the first one. We got to spread the words and just get the facts out there. If we get the facts out there to one person, they're going to tell another person. That other person going to look it up and tell another person. But we got to spread the facts. All right? Go ahead, Terry.
Close us out, Terry.
Well, you want to know something, brother? December 27th, man. That's all I can say. I mean, I think, like I said, the movement has already been started way before me. But this is a conversation that needs to be had, and we're going to develop some solutions. And December 27th, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that we can start to develop those solutions and get into this new year and try to make a change. So, but I really appreciate you guys resonating, with my voice. I'm hoping that I am a positive cause, added to, what you guys have already created. I just know I'm a straightforward person. I see things straight down the middle, and there's no judgment in my heart. And I love all you guys.
And thank you, Terry, for coming aboard. Thank you, Gucci, for being here. Thank you, Carla, for being online. I appreciate everyone.
Little honey, I'm the administrator of injustice.
Little honey. Okay. I thank every single one of you guys that's in this chat who stayed here, who indulged a lot of the stuff that's been going on. I pray peace for your family. I pray blessing upon every single one of you guys, because you did not have to be here. You did not have to be part of this fight, but God sees your heart, and He is going to reward you accordingly. So those who the naysayers have been in your ears and you've been fighting so long, you have lost friends, family because of your stance for Robert, God is going to reward you. Don't worry about what man thinks about you. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks about you. Just know that God is very, very pleased with you. And I tell every single one of you guys, be strong, stay strong, and stay prayerful, because you guys are awesome. And I thank you guys for being here. And I thank you guys for just caring enough for a man who you do not know, because right now he needs you. He needs you. And anyone who is not with the movement, anyone who wants to continue with the negativity, you guys make a decision of what you want to do. And on that note, I say God bless you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to Chicago.
Hey, you heard it's supposed to be cold.
I heard. And guys, please keep my sister in prayer. This stuff has been really hurting. I mean, this.
Yeah.
Please keep Branda baby in prayer, y'all. She's my sister. I love her to life, and I love my other sisters who's behind me, who keeps me grounded. Because guys, this fight here is not pretty. It's not. The attacks are not fun. And so please keep her lifted up. Please pray for her. Please continue to encourage her, because she is a human being. She has a heart that is a heart of gold. And guys, just continue to support her. Okay. I gotta go for real, because I'm about to cry, and I don't like to cry.
Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah,
don't cry, Sylvia.
I know.
Don't do it. I did that.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, he cried. He cried, baby, too. Henry's a crybaby. I watch him cry on his live. Okay? And Gucci gonna act like he don't cry. He does cry. Okay? So
I don't cry in camera.
Get emotional.
I don't cry in camera. I get emotional, but I don't cry.
I get emotional, so it's like, but I don't mind crying. But other people don't like me to cry online, because they're like, "Sylvia, stop! Don't let them see you cry." I'm good with that. I'm good. So, but it means a great deal that you guys are here for this man. I mean, it means a great deal. I just ask y'all to continue to stay strong, continue to avoid the negativity, avoid things that's not uplifting or pleasing to what the movement is all about. Guys, you just have to stay focused. Please stay focused. On that note, I gotta go for real, because you guys are making me cry. But
it's in the fridge.
See you later, guys. Bye. Gucci, bye.
Hey Terry, call me in like 10 minutes. Let me just give my son them something. Sylvia,